Woo! All right, here goes. Let's get started. Excuse me. Grab this. And we're live. What's up, guys? Chew Calvin, the first one here. Chew, how do you do it? How do you do it, Chew Calvin? All right, we're going to set this to all messages. And let's start putting the stream together. We're here pretty much early. It's 1:21 a.m. in the morning. All right. Jump over here real fast. No black bolt or white flare yet. That's right. And that's normal, by the way. That's normal. You know, you have to think about it. Not only does the set have to come out, it actually has to get shipped over to me. It takes time. Here we are. Pulls from those sets have been crazy. Here we are. Let's see, let's see. It looks like an okay set. It really just looks okay to me. All right, and we're going to say Prismatic break close, hot Zard break, free cards, live card shop, free slab. Let's go ahead and jump over here. We have a really big order. It is. There we go. Live card shop. We'll just save there. Okay. Whoa. The hell? There it goes. All right. So it looks like Alex is already pinged. Go ahead and add that link over there. All right. Ta-da! So Mr. Brett Love is back from his vacation, and that gentleman sent over a whopping $1,000 order. Dang, dude, that's a big order. Sarah Dusenberry stopped in and did a pre-order as well. She wants a $155 order. Wow. All right, well, let's get started, guys. Happy Thursday, which is essentially Friday morning. There we go. We like Fridays. Fridays are paydays. Basically, it's like Christmas on Friday. So this has 4 people in it. 4 spots remain, I think. I think it's 4. So that's almost done. That could end very quickly. Here's Destined Rivals. Nobody has pulled the Destined Rivals Mewtwo. And so, you know, we're handing out that roll if you do pull the Destined Rivals Mewtwo. Plus, you'll be the first person to pull it in English, which means you will be the one to be featured in our clip. Our clips get a lot of views. How many? Let me look that up for you guys. I'm going to look up how many views we get. You ready? Going over to analytics. You'll be surprised. So in the last month, what if I told you we got 825,000 views? 825,000. That's a lot. We are. It's pretty cool, right? Sometimes a good short will even go viral. But, you know, it's really its bragging rights. It's being able to say, I was the one who pulled the Mewtwo first. So we don't have that yet for Destined Rivals. Not to mention, we don't have that for Crown Umbreon yet. Of course, he's like impossible to pull, man. It's shocking how hard that guy is to pull. Here are some packs over here. So we've got OP12 for $3 a pack, Destined Rivals for $9, and Gem 2 for $4 a pack. There it is. My girlfriend got me an EV UPC today. I opened 5 packs so far. Not much was pulled. There we go. Standard says, free. Oh, yeah, let's get a free slab going, shall we? How about a free slab? What can I rustle up? What do we got over here? Anything interesting? We always have a lot of slabs. He's kind of nice. So is this Dusclops. All right, we're going to do the Kyogre. That is 2022 Tag 10 Kyogre. It's a 10. Probably worth about $35. All right. The playmat's so nice. TCC is my baby daddy. We are. What? I'm paying child support. Let's see. Ooh. If I'm giving this up, that means I am giving up $35 more. This is fun. We're actually tracking donations now. We should have done this the whole time. Look at this. So the biggest donator is Kuru, who 140, NHCC 109, I am up to 63. So if you add 35 to that, it should be like 98. 98. Oh, yeah. So we are tracking this. There it is, 98. Bet you I'm the top donator by the end of a month. So this is... Woo, the nighttime stream. Welcome to the late night stream. It's real late. This is the overnight stream. Especially if you're from New York. This is late as hell, dude. We didn't already have a giveaway, did we? Okay, T, C, C. I'm a little slow sometimes. Boy, today, I wasn't sure if there was going to be a nighttime stream. I got one of the worst migraine headaches I've had in months today. Got it right after I did my workout. I must have overheated or something. I don't know, pushed too hard. But, man, I was on the couch sick. I had, like, nausea. My neck hurt. My hands went cold. My hands turned cold. And then, poof, it, like, reset. And I'm like, okay, now I'm fine. But I feel like weak. Yeah, you guys ever had a really bad migraine? I guess I get migraine headaches. I think it's from overworking, to be honest. But here I am. Let's start with Mr. Brett. Okay, Brett. Turn this down a little bit. Again, Brett sent a big order. Probably the biggest order of the night. It says 3 live customs, 1 box break fossil first edition, 1 Destined Rivals. A Destined Rivals box? Hell yeah, dude. When will be a time for a PSA return? My first one's with you before. Oh, you're wondering about PSA returns. Why don't I look that up for you real fast? So I'm going to head over to the PSA Submitted channel. Brett Love? What if I type in Brett Love? Nope. So you say you submitted some cards with me to PSA. Could you tell me what cards they were, maybe? Were they submitted really recently? Let's see. The PSA submission will go out this weekend. Is it one that you're waiting on very recently? Let's see if it's very recently. Whole bunch of stuff in here, huh? What do we have going out? We got a nice big submission going out, guys. You know, I lowered my middleman prices to help you guys out because I want you guys to be able to make profit on your cards. Okay, let's see. Here it is. I found you. Okay, so yours is waiting to go out. That's what's going on. Have No Fear goes out very soon. The submissions go out like week by week. What happens is they all rotate into place. Here it is, Brett Love. You had a Charizard. Brett Love with Pikachu. You should have spent more money here, man. You were getting lucky. Holy cow, man. I forgot about this. Look at this, man. You pulled the Charizard, the Pikachu, and the Venusaur last time. That's nuts. And you had this Bill's transfer error card. That's definitely getting the... that'd be insane if it didn't get the OC qualifier. It's definitely getting the OC qualifier. Yeah, that's a cool card, man. Have No Fear. The PSA submission goes out this weekend. Maybe I'll do it early. It was supposed to go out last weekend, but the problem was I just couldn't get enough cards ready to go out. I've been busy as heck. But the other reason is I was planning on helping Mr. LaFlame. Here we are. How do you feel about the new Mega Set? Looks great. I'm excited for it. You know, I think it's going to really boost the profile of the XY era. And guess what I sit on? A lot of XY era booster boxes. Let's begin. So I'm going to go ahead and grab your fossil spot, Mr. Brett. Okay, guys, you see that? Spot number 34 is down. So there's really just 3 spots left. But you have to look at this a little differently because this spot goes to the fossil sublist, right? Look, see the sublist? So somebody's going to pull a booster pack off this sublist, and it's already up to 7. So there's really just 2 spots remaining, and then it's done. Now, we won't break it right away because some of these guys, maybe about 3 or 4 guys, have slab aways. They also have to finish, and if they don't, when this list fills up, we actually start taking these back from these guys. I see Aranda Waters, Chris Abruzzo, Robert Wright, Rigoberto Gil, Javier, Zach Stex, I think, over here. So there's a couple of slab away guys, and they got to finish real fast now. They're really out of time. $695 for the remaining 2 packs. Jump on in there, guys. It's going to be a very special night. By the way, all the vintage cards are going up in this hobby right now. Dragonite, Gengar, and Articuno are some especially astoundingly expensive pulls if you can pull them and get a 10 on them. Lapras is also a special, very hard to grade card, so that could potentially be the most expensive card in the set, I don't know. But those fossil cards, man, those like Gengar's like a $10,000 card now. Who knows what Dragonite is? What is Dragonite? Hey, what's up, Ben? How's it going, Ben? I'm curious. What is that? PSA 10 first, fossil. All right, let's sort by highest price. Let's see what's most expensive. So yeah, there's a Lapras for sale for $25,000 because he's very hard to grade. But you know what's really interesting is there's also a Gengar for $12,000. 12. Prices have changed. Here's the Dragonite for $10,000. Wow, it really changed. Here's Articuno for $7,000. Oh wait, here we go. Is that an Articuno for 4.5? Man, I want to buy one of these. That looks nice, man. I don't own one of these Articunos. That almost seems cheap. All right, Articuno for 4.4. No, that's not cheap. That's hella expensive, dude. Anyways, so that's it. It's the SIR Charizard, a break. Yes, sir, it is. This is a break with 2 people in it. There's 11 spots remaining. All right, guys, let's hand out our first spot on the TCC giveaway for you guys who are here early. By the way, early birds, if you could take a second and smash that like button, I think it plays a big role in how many viewers we end up getting. So if you could take a minute and smash that like button, I'd love that. All right, here we are. Provolone is so good. Provolone cheese. We have something in Missouri called Provel cheese, which is like some kind of combination of provolone along with like something like Velveeta almost. Provolone Velveeta. And it's what we make our unique St. Louis style pizzas out of. This Andyman. There it is, Andyman on 1. We're going to hand out more spots as the stream goes by. We might even hand out 2 slabs, so stick around, everybody. Let's get a whole box of Destined Rivals for Mr. Brett Love. Wow. Big order, man. Do you have Mega Manectric? I have very limited numbers of Mega cards. Like an idiot, I actually sold off many of my Mega cards. I do have a very important Mega card, the Mega Charizard Secret Rare from Flashfire, so that's pretty good. But other than that, I don't own a lot of other Mega cards. I think I own a Lugia from Ancient Origins, and even that, I'm not sure if I own it. I think I do. There we are. What's lucky for me is, even though I sold off many of my XY era slabs, I did not sell off my XY era booster boxes, and those are going crazy right now. So overall, I did pretty good. I held on to a substantial chunk of the XY era. All right. I don't know how many cases of Ancient Origin I have, but I think it's like 4 full cases of Ancient Origin. And a case of Ancient Origin now, it's like, you know, if you were to just count it up by its box price, it's like $20,000 per case. And so, you know, 4 times 20, that's like $80,000. They didn't cost that much when I acquired them. They were way cheaper when I acquired them. It just shows you, you know, Pokemon's exploding. I don't know what to think about it. People really have a lot of money or something. I don't know. Or people just love Pokemon. But it makes sense. I mean, what do you want to own? You want to go to like Target or Walmart, buy another piece of plastic off the shelf? You want to buy another useless thing off the shelf? Or do you want to own this collectible that's going up in value? So collectibles have become sort of like the choice for adults, where you're both playing, but you're also sort of investing. It's like a combination. Here we are. Like collectible vehicles, collectible coins. Tossing this away. All right, here goes. Hyperinflation for real, for real. It's so high, it's almost hard to believe. All right, you ready? Here goes. Let's pull him some nice cards. We got a Team Rockets Moltres, Typhlosion, Setatan. Look at that Setatan. Happy to be here with you guys again tonight. It's a beautiful Friday morning. Here's Rapidash. Nice Rapidash AR. Not looking too bad. You might be able to grade that one. Okay, here's Quilava. Okay, cold. Any orders of Japanese black and white? Yeah, we got black and white on the way. Here's Team Rockets Giovanni. So that's supposed to be a special rare. That's an SIR. How well is this card doing? Doesn't look too bad. Maybe a little thick on the top slightly. That's a hit. Team Rockets Giovanni. Robska. There we go. Ow, dude. All right. Oops. There's Pichu. Yeah, we went on a walk today. It was a long walk, and it was intensely hot. I think I overheated or something, dude. I triggered a migraine headache. It was horrible. I was laying there on the couch. Painkiller did nothing. I took painkiller. It had zero effect. Migraine ignores painkiller. My wife's like, drink water. That's exactly what you guys say. Did you drink water? Yeah, I drank water, okay? Yeah, it was pretty awful. Here's Setatan. Do you track Poke prices in an Excel sheet or something similar to all your inventory? You know, it was the case in the past that I followed the prices real sharply. I don't do that as much anymore. I don't have time to do it. I have too many products. So what really goes on is occasionally I'll just check a thing or two. I also look for patterns. Like today I noticed everyone keeps buying Black Flame. And I went and I looked it up, and it's because, well, it had jumped in price over time. So I was like, all right, well, time for Black Flame to be a little more expensive. So that's how I do it. You guys create a clear pattern of what's risen. Here we are. All right, we got Pinsir. Okay. So first half of the box, you got this nice Kangaskhan with the Quagmire? Quagmire, is that what it's called? I can't remember now. Your ARs are super well centered. It's nice. You might actually have some 10s here. All right, cool. And Giovanni and Setatan came out, so I don't know what else to expect. So this is the second half of the box. Did you eat food? I did. I had a little bit of food. Here we are. Actually, one of the reasons I was, well, no, we showed up on time tonight. 1:30 is the goal. But I thought I'd be late tonight because I ended up cooking dinner at like 12 a.m. because I wasn't able to eat while I had the headache. It was really severe. Yeah. Did you blank? No. Jesus, dude. Quagmire, giggity. Did you make a poo-poo? That's too many questions, I think. Here we are. As you know, I'm like the North Korean leader. I don't poo-poo. Yeah. What is this music, dude? Snipping this. Snipping this. Decent box so far. It's really not a bad box. The fact that you still have half of it left means that you can pull out another big pull. Okay. All right. All right. Ta-da! Turn this down. I'm a doctor. I know my stuff. Whoa! Dr. PDX. Hey, doctor. I'm not feeling too well. Drink some water. You're fine. Get out of here. Here's Mewtwo. All right. Oh. I actually went to the doctor in my senior year of college because I was having like all these heart palpitations. I was like, they were really frequent. I went to the doctor. I'm like, dude, I think I'm having a heart problem. And he's like, all right, tell me what your schedule's like. He's like, well, it's simple. You don't sleep and you work too much. Because at the time, I was in my senior year, but I was working for, what was the name of that company? Telnet? I can't remember the name of the company anymore. It's been like 8 years. But I was working for this company. I was doing a little job for them, a database job, while I was in my senior year. And I was getting 12 hours a week with them in order to get Karis and I some money so we could get into our apartment. But I was doing that at the same time I was doing a full schedule for school, right? Full senior year, like end of your graduation level computer science projects, big projects. We actually had to work on a piece of software that the school would actually then use. So it was like, you know, strenuous. And yeah, he was like, yeah, you're having a heart attack because you're ever working. I was like, what? That's really funny. That whole time I thought I was just having like heart problems. Like, no, I just wasn't relaxing at all. Here it is. Do you still have the first edition Neo Genesis Totodile PSA slab? Ooh, I don't know about that one. First edition PSA Totodile. We got Team Rocket's Petrol over here. I played enough of the Doctor's board game where you have to pick up the bones without making the board buzz. I'll assist, Doctor. He's a doctor too. He's board certified. All right. Okay. It is. Let's see. Ah, Yanma. Oh my God, not the Yanma. Hopefully one more AR. Actually, again, the centering's looking pretty good on these. Makes me want to open a box. Here's Spidey Ups. Good. Can I cut them open? Tesla to the moon. Looks like it did recover a little bit though. Tesla did, but I'm not buying that stock anymore. It's too it's too bipolar, man. His stock scares me now. I don't understand that guy. All right. Ooh, Ethan's Ho-Oh. Look at that. Very nice. Very lovely. I'll just buy the S&P 500 and not worry about it. The S&P 500 will give me a cut of Tesla anyways. So, we are. But just a small sliver, along with the sliver of everything else. Look at that Misty Psyduck. That's so cute. Mr. lost his life savings because he put all his pokies in Tesla. No, but I had about $6,000 of Tesla stock, and I sold it out because I don't want to mess with that anymore. That guy, he's too crazy, man. I don't trust him as CEO. Basically, he's too crazy. I don't understand him. We talked about Elon Musk in the daytime stream. We are. Okay, let's see. He wants to be a politician too bad. So you got Team Rocket's Petrol, Ethan's Ho-Oh Gold, Team Rocket's Giovanni, that's an SIR, and Sedatan. And then for your ARs, you got Yanma, Kangaskhan, and Rapidash. Nice. Pretty good box. You know what was really good about this box, Mr. Brett? Was the centering's pretty good. That's essential for grading. You have to have good centering to be able to grade these. So in theory, you know, if these were grading 10, you might actually make more than the value of the box. Then if you sit on them for a couple years, they might go up in value over time and be worth even more. All right. S&P 500 is smart. Yeah, that's the majority of my stock. I don't own a lot of stock either, by the way. Most of my money is sitting in a bank account earning 4% interest, and it's just waiting to pay taxes. But it's also waiting to basically move. Yeah. I actually hold some USDC crypto as well. I hold about $10,000 of that because it earns 4.5% interest. So it's just a little bit better than my bank account. So I go, all right. Saying 4% can't be beat. Well, apparently it can by USDC. USDC gives me 4.5%. All right. Very, very conservative. Why? Because I'm about to spend that money. So, Mr. Brett, you have a box. Let's go grab that box. Ta-da! There's more to your order, though, right? You've got 3 live customs. 3 live customs coming right up, man. We are saving up right now to move. We're going to get out of Missouri. We're going to get out of Lake of the Ozarks. You know, the closer you get to committing to move, the more you're ready to trash talk the place that you've been living. I'm breaking up with you. All my Pokemon cards beat that return rate. Dump everything into Pokies now. Well, yeah, I mean, what do you think I feel? My Pokemon cards beat that return rate of 4% like, I don't know, 20 times over. Like, I got cards that are like times 4 now. And why, yeah, measly 4% in the savings account. But it's how it is. I mean, you got to have some cash laying around for taxes and other things. So might as well have it earning 4%. Now, that could be in the stock market earning like 15% on a good year. But I don't know. I don't want to mess around too much with the stock market right now. I don't feel like I'm ready to do the stock market. I do have some money in the stock market. Just spend your life savings on new reprints for Destiny Rivals for when it comes out. For real, for real. Yeah, maybe. I like Team Rocket a lot, so betting everything on Team Rocket is fun. Here's Geodude. I think it's a good set. It doesn't have a Charizard, though. Primarily, it's got Ethan's Ho-Oh, Cynthia's Garchomp, there's a Misty Psyduck, there's a Blaziken and a Houndoom, and then it's got that Rocket's Mewtwo. So it's kind of like a Mewtwo box, and it's not a bad one, but it's not going to perform like Prismatic will perform. However, the problem with Prismatic is that it starts expensive. So if you want to stack Prismatic, you're already buying it at like a ridiculous valuation. Okay, 3 live customs. Let's get it. Let's do it. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cold live customs. All right, no luck this time on those live customs. Dang. Freaking live customs. Toss this back over here. Don't forget about Dino King. Dino King. Oh, right. The Rockets Nido King. Nido. People get mad if I pronounce the name wrong, I noticed. 8 Pokey Shuffles. Miss Sarah. We're starting with Miss Sarah's pre-order of 8 Pokey Shuffles. Here you go, Miss Sarah. All right, is Sarah watching? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Good. Let's see how the likes are looking. Nice, guys. Almost at 30. Almost at 30. That's almost half. I like it, guys. Good job. Now, Sarah, she's got Crispin, Healy something, Skitty, Crocodile, I think, Petulant, Zebra something, Phoebos, Yamask. Oh, that's a cold round. Pokey Shuffles have had some cold rounds now, haven't they? Yeah, there's been a couple cold rounds in there for sure. I feel like putting a new slab in the Pokey Shuffles. You know, the Pokey Shuffles has tons of slabs, too. That's the funny part. Yeah, let's get this in the Pokey Shuffle. That's only 20. 50. This one's cool. I like that one a lot. Okay. These are cool. So this guy's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going in. Electabuzz. 8. Cold Mistress strikes again. Your OP9 box, though, will be a manga hit. I can feel it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Good. Poker. Deoxys. 9. Should have a cold one title. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Okay, there it is. Now, 1 box of OP9. Thing is, I think I have to stand up for that. So I'll be right back, guys. So, OP9, you say? Where would I be keeping that OP9? Man, we got a lot of the OP12, and it's at a good price, too. I'm surprised no one's buying. OP12, and it's hot. There it is. Ready? Schnoop. Get some schnoops in. Ah, yes, some schnoops. Hello. Stack the shuffles. Oops. Tossing that. Okay, 1 whole box of OP9. Now, the manga card that comes out of this set right here, that's what the break is. So this break right here is for that manga Luffy out of this set. This is up to 6 out of 18. That's not bad at all. Are you ready? We got special illustrated rare Charizard right there. 1 in 13 odds. Not bad. There we go. Snipping this. Tonight we need to make a new jumbo pack break. The last one broke in the daytime stream. Okay. Snake Man Luffy. There we go. What's up with Luffy? He's all jacked in this one. Tossing that. Tossing that. What do we have here? Hello Kitty. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Oh, we got a Zubat too. How did these guys get in here? I got too many Hello Kitties, man. Hello Kitty, meow, meow, meow. Hello Kitties need to get listed up on eBay, I think. eBay is a wide, broad area. We'll find somebody who wants some Hello Kitties on eBay easily. Oh, former, this was almost a break. Interesting. It's always interesting to see that. What's this? OP9, $58, Growlithe. I wonder what that price should be now. Let me look this up, Sarah. I'm going to look this up, put it on the table. Tonight is a Friday morning, and so I really am supposed to rotate a lot of slabs today. So we're going to be working on that along with opening your orders. Okay, we want the cheapest one, of course. We want the cheapest one. $58. So really, it hasn't changed. That's the same price. There it is. Hello. Ready? Did the SPC finish? Nope, but there's 4 spots in it, so it could finish very quickly. Will you hold back Prismatic for the future as a smart play? I think your question is that you're asking if I'm storing some Prismatic, and the answer is, of course I am. I'm storing some Prismatic. We are. How much to buy out the fossil break? Oh, it's pricey. It's pricey. Well, first of all, there's 2 spots left, right, Brett? But also, some of these guys, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in Slab away, or 6 guys if you count Randall. So you'd have to buy up their spots, and they would get refunded too. So it's a lot. It's real deep, real deep. We are. All right, but it's close, man. It's close. I'm sure people are thinking about that. Maybe I should stop and make an advertisement that it's almost done. It is. I know somebody made a payment on their Slab away spot just like yesterday, so people are thinking about it. It's almost there, everybody. Okay. Finishing work and soon to be free. Free at last. Here's some hollows. Send those orders, guys. Let's have a nice night. Ooh. Tell me what you guys are interested in, by the way. What are you most excited for on this table? Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's an SP. Oops. Oh, konnichiwa is all around. World domination? I don't know. Here's some hollows. Okay. Oh, pink-haired guy. Ta-da. How much to finish the fossil? 1,400? No, it would cost quite a lot more than 1,400. Again, you'd have to buy out the remaining Slab away spots, and there's a few of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times, like, what, 700? That's a lot of money. 5 times 700. I think that's like 3,500 just for those spots. Okay. There we go. That's because there's some guys who have spots in Slab away, and they haven't finished those Slab away spots. Oh, somebody's buying some Pokey Shuffles. Pokey Shuffles are fun. $5 chance for a card. You can buy multiple cards. There we go. There we have it. All right. Fossil's going to finish any day now, though. People get really antsy near the end. What was your hit? Was it? I guess it was the pink-haired guy, huh? All right, Sarah, that's it. The pink-haired dude. Yay for Sarah! Sarah, that's not a mega. You're going to have to keep going. There. Tossing this in here. Okay. Yeah, like if we were to add it up, it'd be 700 times 5 plus 700 plus 700 plus, how much is in the sublist? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 40, which is, what's 9 times 40? 360 plus 360. It would cost $5,260 to, at this point, to completely finish the fossil break. That's a lot of money. There it is. Very nice. Suicune. And what you would be doing there is you'd be forcing these guys out of their Slab aways for those packs. Some people put packs in the Slab away. Well, when the time's up for the box to go off, they actually have to lose those slab away, so they have to finish them in time. So you're able to buy them out of their spots. That's the way it works. Garrett says, 6 Glory of Team Rocket. Glory of Team Rocket. If you say so. Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is. All right. Oops. Very nice. Let's go ahead and snip this up. Snipping this now. Snipping this now. Good. Ooh. Mewtwo time. Cold. Aha, Regirock. Ooh. Wow, you're rich. Regirock rich. Cold. 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 And Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet. That's blanked up, Aerospace Man. Let me finish my spot. There we are. All right. When it comes to sobbing away fossil spots, the time you have to do it isn't set to like 6 months. It's actually set to when the box gets bought out. But I don't think he's going to do that. That's really hefty. Although there is a different vintage thing. I forgot about this. We have this Call of Legends. It's not even on the table. I'm so silly. Should have been on the table. Oops. So this one's almost, it's not almost done. This one's still going. This is, let's see how many people are waiting. This. So here's Call of Legends. So it's got 7 spots left. That's a lot. You'd basically be buying out most of the pack. 7 spots left in there. There's also the sublist for the Call of Legends. We opened a sublist. So if you guys want a $15 chance for a spot in Call of Legends, here it is, a $15 chance, 1 in 5 for a spot in Call of Legends. The reason this set's so expensive and so desirable is because the Pokemon are shiny in this set, and it's from the Heart Gold, Soul Silver time period, so the artworks are in that style. Okay, Garrett. Hey, Garrett, welcome back. Glad you stopped by again. I think you were here for the daytime stream. Sent payment for the Tag Team Slab. The Tag Team Slab. This one? I love this music that's playing. Okay. All right. Garrett also wants 7 of the Pokey Shuffles. Good luck, Garrett. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, good luck. Time for them to be super hot. Lugia. You got Lugia. Lugia's hot. Okay, let's take a look at Lugia. A Lugia 9, is that right? Lugia 9, what could that be? 249. Oh, is this it? That's not bad. That's a Lugia 9. There you have it. Oh, nice. This is actually the Pichu version. Very good. Garrett. $ Garrett. R22. There it is. Good. Toss this away. And now we're supposed to get a new slab up here. How about a new slab? Ooh, how about this Sandshrew? Karuta 10 Sandshrew. He hasn't sold yet. I probably should post him on eBay, but before he gets rotated out to eBay, I'm going to offer him to you guys for $50. That's $25 off. That's pretty good. Okay. So you have a shot at this, and then he goes up on eBay. The eBay people will buy him for sure, because eBay's a crazy place. Now, here's Mark Valerian. May I get 2 Minecraft hobby packs? Ooh, this is fun. I think we get a fresh box out now, don't we? Yes. So let me go get a fresh box. There we go. All right. Very nice. Whew. PayPal order coming in as Venmo is doing its stupid crap again. Ugh. Freaking Venmo, dude. All right. Let's get this snipped. Good. Two Minecraft packs. Okay. There they are. Ready? Here goes. Very nice. Ooh. 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 Empty slot. Tyranitar looks like Swiss cheese. What? You take that back. Ender Dragon and Ghast. Those are pretty cool. You better not be talking about my Tyranitar that way. He's my favorite. You look like Swiss cheese. Okay, no luck on the numbered card. Illager and Zombie Villager. There we have it. That's for our friend, Mr. Mark. Do you pay fees when I send through Weiss? Yes, just like if you paid through PayPal, but I think they're lower than PayPal. I'm pretty confident they are. Because whenever I do business online with somebody overseas, they always beg for the Weiss app rather than PayPal. Did you pick up the Tyranitar promo from Pokemon Center? I did not. I think I heard about that. Sarah Dusenberry, 2 live customs. Sarah! 2 live customs. We got 1 and 2. Oh my God. Wow. Sarah with the snipe, huh? Moltres 10, Sarah. What is this going to be? Oh, it's actually one of these. One of those Karudos. We just put the Sandshrew up here. Let me fix this real fast. This whole box is tipping over. There we go. All right. That's not a bad one. The Moltres is cool. All right, Slab night. How about a new Slab up on the table? That's a Psyduck 8. God, he's cool, man. This is one of the more popular commons from the Rocket collection. $19 for that Psyduck. About this Eevee. I sent for your house. I got me new car. It's so pretty. What? Yay! All right. Tammy, we're so proud of you. Okay, grabbing this. Very good. Kabutops, huh? I'm going to bet that this card is not available on eBay. He's probably like Pop 3. All these poker cards are insanely rare. Yep, not available. I don't know. So this card is maybe $35. A little more expensive. Okay. Meow, meow. Ooh. Now, I think I'm supposed to pair this guy with the other evolutions. So let me set this up here. That's a nice one, huh? What else we got? Birthday Pikachu. By the way, if you guys are wanting to work on your gym break card, here is a gym break for Dark Gyarados, $39. Toss this up here. Here's an interesting card. Let's take a quick look at this. That's a Mega Rayquaza from the Celebration Collection. You think that's gone up in price because of the change in price for XY in general? So this is called M. Rayquaza. PSA 10 M. Rayquaza. Buy it now. Here it is. Wow. Wow, how expensive is this? Emery Quaza 024. Wow. That one's Thai language. Wow, that's really expensive. He's basically like 100. No more using my sister's car. What? Tammy, you're nuts, Tammy. She's all like, no more using my sister's car. But that's the cheap car. I'd be like, let me use it. I want it. I'd tell my sister not to be selfish. You should share. What are you, selfish? You are. I had to borrow money from my parents, but since they know we will pay back, they don't worry so much. Also, no financing. Oh, that's very lucky. So your parents bought it outright, and then you're financing it with your parents. Is that right? Advantage. Chris Abruzzo, fossil slab away. Whoa, Chris is getting all serious over here. Let me jump over there, Mr. Chris. Slab away. Yes, it is that time, guys. The fossil box is near the end. It is that time. So, by subtracting 150 from 400, you have 250 left. So, the first person that would lose a spot would be Randall. Or would it be Javier? It says four. No, it would be Randall. It would be Randall, yeah. All right. Rigoberto Gil's close to finishing his too. Yeah, I wouldn't wait around too much because you never know when some rich guy walks in, he buys the rest of those spots up. He'll buy up those, some guy can buy up those last two spots, not too hard. Mark Valerian, can I get the Guillotina and Garchomp tag team? Yes, you can. We paid 10K ourselves. Dad gave 23, so we just paid back slowly. Money sent. Ah, yeah, sounds good, man. Here's Mark J. Valerian. Good. Nice. All right, we got some lovely slabs here. Let's get a rotation. Magneton 10. Slowpoke 10. That is Rare Candy Crown Pikachu. Jump in there for $40. Here's Guillem, rar, $65, and a Munchlax, $150. Cool, man. Good stuff. We have an order, Sean Leon. What? Wait a second, Sean Leon? What? How many years has it been, Sean? How many years has it been? That's a long time. I'll look you up. Sean Leon. 2023, maybe? That's not that long of a break. It's like a 2-year break. How's it going, Mr. Sean? We're still going, Sean. 3 packs of Glory of Team Rocket. Here we are. You're easy to remember because your name rhymes. Sean Leon. I'm like, you can't nowadays. My dad would told me, why can't you negotiate for a better price? I'm like, you can't nowadays. Yeah, that might be somewhat true. There we go. Ooh, let me turn this up. Click. That might be less of a thing these days. I'm well, long time. Did you notice, Sean, all the Pokemon cards went to, like, the moon? Pokemon cards are in the news again, man. This. All right. Tossing that. It's a good time to be a hodler. Okay. All right. All right. Fresh box. Team Rocket. Oh, I did. Is any potential shipping fees already priced into the Prismatic Super Premium Collection break? If you want to keep it sealed, it's an extra $5. Other than that, you're all good. If you open it, you're all good. Okay, Sean. I think. Is that how we did it? Or was it like an extra $5 to ship those other items? I can't remember. It's fine. I'll finance it. It doesn't matter. I remember I was like learning that the little Eevee holder and the little deck of sleeves and the little rolled up mat, those were all like valuable, it turned out. So we were having to come up with like rules on the fly. Normally those are all just tossed to the side like meaningless things. Cold. Cold. Okay. I've been hodling for sure. Nice. All right, Sean. Well, you picked up a Zamazenta. And your bag's too thin, so let me grab this bulk back. Give you some bulk around your card, and we'll grab your bag. We are? All right. Yeah, Sean, we got like a new group of people these days. People come and go. It's nice when people come back. Let's see. Sean, Leon. We still go very hard, though. And I was talking earlier about how this month we got 820,000 views. And we've already done one stream today for 3 hours. This is actually the second stream. It is Sean. All right. And we're about to break 100,000 subscribers. We're getting close. All right. Now we have Sean Leons. Just in case I did this correctly, 3 more packs of Glory of Team Rocket. Hell yeah, dude. Okay. 3 more packs. Sean Leon. You're crushing it. I'm feeling good about it. Let's snip this. All my hard work has turned into more hard work. There we go. All right. You know, I scheduled to give myself more time off at some point earlier, like a month ago. And so I was taking daytime streams off, right? And I sat there on the couch, just turned on the TV, flipped through a few channels, and I'm like, what am I doing? I should be streaming, dude. So I came back over here, and now we're doing 3-hour daytime streams. Pretty bad. All right, you got 1 Wobbuffet out of that round. Okay. Okay. Tossing this over here. Ta-da! Here's Mr. Brett Love. Wow, that's a very large order. $2,300 order. He wants a 1989 Nintendo game pack, 3 box break spots. Whoa. And 3 live customs. Holy, dude. You are very interested in finishing this box. Okay, you guys watching? So, what happens here? You're going to get... Let's talk about it. Let's get it figured out. So this spot shall be the Sublist. Sublist. All right. I recommend finishing this Sublist at this point, guys. There's 9 spots over here. I recommend that. Now, Brett, you're going to get spots 35, 36. All your spots are going to be put together pretty soon. So there it is. So the way this list looks, everyone, it'll look different when we're actually ready to open it. We're going to rewrite the list to put everyone's names together so that you get sequential packs, and this will give you a better chance of hitting a heavy pack. Now, you need 1 more pack, right? You said you ordered 3? You ordered 3. So you need 1 more pack. And now we go back over here, and it looks like Randall Waters, I bet he's on this side, is going to lose this spot. So Randall Waters, I don't know if he still watches or not. He hasn't made any payments on it. Randall Waters, $50. He gets his full $50 back. This one's going to say, canceled. $50 store credit. There it is. Now, you end up getting spot number 5 instead of Randall Waters. Okay, there it is. Your name on spot number 5, Brett Love. That means Javier Arroyo, Zachary Stex, Robert Wright, Chris Abruzzo, and Rigoberto Gil remain. I think the next person to miss out on their spot is probably Robert Wright. Where's he at? I don't even see him. Zach, Chris, Brett, Chris, Evan, Robert Wright right here. So number 24, he is the next person to miss out on his spot. Yep. I'm watching. Yeah, aerospace, good times indeed. So, guys, if I were you, I would snag this sublist spot. That's the last time to get into this fossil box. That's the last sublist for now. Well, actually, when this sublist ends, Robert Wright spot turns into a new Sublist spot, but anyone's allowed to buy it as well. So any of these remaining slab away spots are now immediately for purchase. These guys who have them slabbed away can finish them off. That would be a good idea. All right. But they are out of time officially. And it's not like they haven't had a lot of time. That fossil box break is like 1 year old. They've had a lot of time. It's a very old break. How long ago did we start it, you think? That started a long time ago. Actually, the box break slab away for fossil started on 11/24. That's November. So if we started it in November or a month before November, that's just shy of a year. So it's been almost a year. Because it's June now. That's July, August, September, October. What is that? That's like 8 months. 8 months is a lot. 8 months is a lot. Wow, let's break the box. Yeah, it's getting close. Doesn't the price fluctuate in price? How do you deal with that? Well, it is a $700 spot. All of those spots on the list that are slab away, if you were to buy them out of their spot, you would need to buy it at the new price of $700 because the box has gone up over time. All right, let's see. I'm jumping back over here to James. Now, wait a second. We're not done with Mr. Brett. He needs his Nintendo game pack. Okay, let's get you a Nintendo game pack. I believe I have one right over here. Okay, Nintendo game pack. And that is an empty box of Nintendo game packs. I was here in the last break. Yeah, those breaks are popular, man. I wonder what to do next. I don't think I'm going to buy a new vintage booster box because I'm getting ready to move. So I might pick some higher end, but I might pick something like Ancient Origins and break something like that. That might be the next break after this one. All right. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry. Kind of sliding out of my hands a little bit. Super Mario 2. Zelda. Adventure of Link. Hit me with your best score. And Super Mario. Doop. What did I just write? All right. Leaving these. Crazy. We're getting close to that fossil break, guys. Mr. Brett's pushing it. A second house just for the cards. Good choice. No, we're actually going to get rid of all our houses. Currently we have a small house, a medium-sized lake house, and a large lake house. We're going to get rid of all three, and then we're going to roll it over into one nicer house in a different area. We're not sure where, though. Tennessee, Florida, Texas, and Las Vegas. Might be Las Vegas. Look at that. That has kind of a bend right there. And now, I didn't put that there. That was just there already. I guess that's how they probably produced it. These were made a really long time ago in 1989. Okay, so Mr. Brett, this will go into your bag. Do you have a bag? You got a bag. You got a big bag because you got a box. That's what you got. All right. Excellent plan. We want to move to one of the no state tax states, start over again, and if or when I liquidate my cards, I won't have to pay any state taxes on those sales. And so that's a good idea if you own a lot of stuff and you can just carry it across the state lines. 3 live customs. So Miss Sarah, Stinky Sarah, might have sniped. Oh, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. 1, 2, and 3. What's going on here? Brock's Vulpix 10, huh? It says it's yours. It's all yours. Let's find out about that. That doesn't seem right, does it? Is there even a Brock's Vulpix in here? There is. There's a Brock's Vulpix. There it is. He's all yours. Oh, yeah. Dude. What do you think of Elon and Trump's cat fight? Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It is Brett Love. Democrats are going, yay! There you go. Mom, Dad, stop fighting! We are. Yeah. Who didn't feel like they were going to eventually fight? I was sure they were going to fight eventually. All right. No cold ones now. You did good, man. Excuse me. So. Wow, that was a big order, man. That was a huge order from our friend, Mr. Brett Love. Brett Love, so we got a scoreboard now, Mr. Brett. Check this out. Stream carries. So if you're the guy who makes an order in the stream that's exceptionally larger than anyone else's, you get put on this list. All right, so far Ivan's done it, John Lucas has done it, and you did it today. Holy schmolies, man. Do you have the Team Rocket briefcase? I do not. You think I should? I don't know if I want to have the Team Rocket briefcase. I kind of just want booster packs. Did you partake in any of the Costco drops? No, I didn't partake. I just kind of do this stuff over here. I don't mess with all that stuff. Smart big brain play. Okay, so let's just see what's next. We have a James Beam order. Oddish Slab, please. Yes, where did that go? The Wii Pokemon. I always grade my EVs. You know why? Because on one day of the year, the EVs sell extra fast. They sell on 4/20. And what I like to do is I like to actually write on the slab 4/20 and the year, so that you know you bought it on that year. Now this one unfortunately failed to grade 10, so he's just for sale right now. Every year we have a couple Oddishes we sell, and it's very funny stuff. Okay. He means Oddish, not Eevee. What? Oddish Slab. Did I say Eevee? I think I'm getting too old. What do you think, Six? Six, you think I'm an old man? You are? Okay, now we have a James Hatcher, one spot in the Fossil Sublist. So you're going to see this now. The Fossil Sublist is very relevant, maybe more relevant than any of the breaks on the table. Six says, yeah. James Hatcher. Okay, so 8 spots remain there. It's pretty tough. The Fossil Sublist is pretty tough. But, I mean, you're getting a pretty large item out of it. That's why. Weedle kind of weed Pokemon for Leafeon? No, I didn't mean for Leafeon. I really did mean to say Oddish. You know why I think I said Eevee? Because one of the other Team Rocket cards on the table is this Eevee right here. I just priced him. So when he got the Oddish, I was thinking of Eevee. Mister, I noticed that people use scalper as an insult, but have no clue what it actually means. Lol, it's just a trendy word. True. I mean, I think what you're saying is now you've heard so many people throw around the word scalper that's starting to get annoying. You can't just get mad at everyone and call everyone a scalper when the whole reason that you're using the word is because you yourself also want to buy Pokemon cards. You know what I mean? So I think that's what you're probably trying to convey. I got into a fight on Instagram. I don't even know how I got hooked into the fight, but he was arguing with me because he was like, who will think of the children? Children can't buy cards at Target. And I'm like, yeah, because all the adults are buying it, and it's because adults collect Pokemon. What are you going to do about it? You know, that's what I was telling him. I was telling him that all Pokemon needs to do is print more, and the problem's solved. But he was like mad that adults collect because now the kids can't get any. But I was like, well, isn't that ironic? Because you only contacted me because you're trying to buy for me. You know, he was trying to buy some cards off me. He got really mad when I said that. And yeah, so I told him this in the conversation. I said, nobody cares more about the children than 30-year-old card collectors who are themselves trying to buy Pokemon. You know what I mean? So I said that, and I think I ticked him off. It was probably a little rude to say it, but it was like, I just get so tired of hearing everyone say, the children, who will think of the children? Well, how about you give all your cards to the children? Stop buying cards. It's obvious adults like to collect. It's an adult activity to collect cards, and Pokemon is included in the group of cards that adults collect. So it's time to think of it that way. Can I buy the last 2 fossil spots? So hold on. I think it's more than 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spots left. There's actually 5 spots left total. But you got all these right here, and then all these guys that have the S right there. Those spots are available for purchase right now. But it's a lot of spots, so I don't know if you'd be able to finish it off. Also, we would not technically begin the break until Saturday or Sunday night. Probably Sunday night. I like to do the box breaks on a Sunday. Wouldn't it be 4 you already canceled one, guys? Yeah, when I look at the channel, it says Javier has one. It says Zachary Stekskowski has one, Robert Wright, Chris Abruzzo, and Rigoberto Gil. There's Rigo Gill. There's Robert. That's 2. There's Chris. That's 3. Oh, there's Javier. That's 4. Javier's down here. So that's 4. And then here's Zach. That's 5. So it's a total of 5 spots remaining. What's the box battle at? The box battle is at 4 spots, I believe. We're very close, thanks to you, Mr. Brett. Sending off to PSA, then those cards are going to make their way to you. What? Here we are. So we got these 4 cards right here. What's up, Mr. Rage Quit Bit? How's it going, man? Here we are. All right. Ta-da! I'll buy 2 more, says Aerospace. Oh, you're scaring me, man. He wants to buy 2 more to trade in. No problem, man. All right. Yeah, we actually, we do commission sales, Mr. Rage Quit Bit. The slabs will be a trade in. All right. So let's see what's next. I'm going to click on this. Here's 6 4-gem 2. 4 gem 2s. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. And 2 solo levelings. 2 solo levelings. Solo levelings. I know there's an open box. Here it is. All right. Ta-da! Ready? So this is for Miss 6. Let's do it 6. All right. Ooh, lovely. Okay. Miss 6. Instant, triple rare, you are... Nope. Choi Jong-un. And here's Yu Jin Ho. Mr. Yu Jin Ho. Here's... What? Glaceon? That would be crazy to hit a fossil box off a $40 break. Yeah, that would be pretty crazy. Hope you've been well. I am well. Thank you for asking. Here we are, Sylveon. Very nice. Here's... Wow, look at that. 6. Picking up an Umbreon like it's easy. Wow, we've gotten a lot of these Umbreons. We've done very well. I hope you guys open more of these Gem 2s, by the way. I think they're absolutely fantastic. There it is. Wow. Yeah, you weren't expecting that. There it is. 6s. Feeling very good now. Tossing this. And sleeving this. We are pulling Umbreons left and right, man. Look at that. I really wasn't. It's a good night. Ooh, did you guys see these coins here? Look at these coins. We've got Primate for 75, Bulbasaur for 190, Ninetales for 140, and Moltres for 150. Graded by the NGC company. That's the best coin grading company. All right. Joey Maycumber, NHCC 6. Ta-da! You just never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you get really lucky. Popping this over here. I really like these coins. You guys want to see it without a sleeve? Look at this. Doesn't that look nice? That's an Ivysaur. He's $75 for the Ivysaur, by the way. Very good prices. When you look up the cost of actually grading coins, those are very reasonable prices. Okay, Chris Abruzzo, Slab Away Fossil. Whoa! Chris is getting real serious now. All right, Chris, you got 150 remaining. Well, Chris, your booster pack would be the last one to get snatched up. There it is, because yours is the most paid off. Here's this Magneton. I could sign it if you wanted me to sign it. Big Magneton fan over here. Are those the coins that come out of those sealed CD case things? Why, yes, they are. Here's Weiss Schwartz Sanrio character. The waifu break, $40 to get into this. By the way, there's only 6 spots left. Here we are. That's a nice card. You can always sell it on eBay or trade it for gold and silver with me if we reach an agreement. All right. Chris Abruzzo, he says, tell you what, why don't I just pay off that Slab Away? Woo! All right. Chris making sure that he definitely does not lose this spot. Sorry, Chris, you'll be eating ramen for a week. So Chris Abruzzo's spot, he's up here. And this is no longer an S. You're definitely in, Chris. All right, good luck in there, Mr. Chris. So that means there's 1, 2, 3, 4 spots left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty fast. Ramen's better than nothing. Whew, money flying tonight. Sent the money for the Pokemon Rocket Eevee. He's a lovely card, you know, even if he's not a 10. If he was a 10, he'd be very expensive. We have all kinds of cute Hello Kitty cards. If you guys are ever looking for Hello Kitty cards, I'm thinking I might list these up on eBay soon. If I do, there's a very good chance eBay's going to make them disappear. So you got to think if you want any of these at this point, because I have sold a chunk of them. I got this cute Kuromi, double-sided Kuromi. I got this double-sided card. Hello Kitty. Now we can negotiate prices even. These will go up on eBay, and you know what's crazy about eBay? I've sold a couple slabs recently for a higher price on eBay than I sell them here on my table. He's got his butthole here. They sell for less money on my table. You actually get a better deal here, just because I like to keep things moving. But once they go up on eBay, they'll go for maximum price, because eBay takes 13%, so you got to do that maximum price. Would you rather have 1 EV SPC or 3 Prismatic Evo booster bundles? The SPC is more fun. The SPC is more fun. Let me have a sip. Fui Coco sold. Yeah, he's a nice one. All right, so that fossil break is done. Look at that. How's this only $65? This comes out of a $600 booster pack. Is this $600 or did it go up? All right. Well, you're lucky that you're here, Mr. Chris, to take notice that it's happening and secure a spot, because some of those other guys might not be here knowing it's even going on. Here it is. Oh, this is more like $69, actually. And how much is a Sandstorm booster? Oops, I typed in Boister. All right. Sandstorm boosters, they go for... They're not so bad. Yeah, why did I think these would cost more money than this? I've paid a lot of money for a Sandstorm in the past. That's not bad. Fossil break tomorrow. So if the fossil box completes, it actually gets scheduled for Sunday night. Sunday night. And we started early, so we don't start it super late, like 1 a.m. in the morning. We will start probably around 11 p.m. Central Time. That would be 9 p.m. in California or 12 a.m. in New York. It's more likely Saturday or Sunday. It is? Yes, but it will happen right away, so, you know, we won't, wait a week. I was chilling, and now I got to do calculations. No! All right, so we have Garrett, and he says 7 more Pokey Shuffles. You got it, Mr. Garrett. 1, 2, 3. Oops, 3 back there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Here's another cold round. Ooh, that's freezing, bro. Sorry, Mr. Garrett. That's a cold round in the Pokey Shuffles. Now you have $19 for the Rocket Eevee. Here it is. Sorry, Garrett. I like the Pokey Shuffles, but sometimes they're a punishing mistress. Okay. Yeah, are the Hello Kitties in the Discord to inspect? Mr. is too quick. No, they're not posted in the Discord server. I apologize. Here we are. Maybe they should be. I have too much stuff. Yes. Matthew Trumper. Here we are. Mr. Matthew had a little shipping problem that was my fault, and I fixed it for him, and I'm giving him a little bonus $40 too. Here it is. Making sure on that. Okay. So, Mr. Matt, I don't know if you're watching, but you got that $40 all queued up to To spend it, just send in like a penny message or something. Here's Andrew Martin, Fui Coco, PSA 10. Here it is, Andrew Martin. That's a nice one. There it is. Is there a specific percentage you do for trade-ins? Most of the slabs will be low pop vintage mirror. When it comes to trades, basically, if you want me to sell them on the table for you, I do 70% cash, 73% store credit. Now, if you're looking for me to sort of like buy them, I have to make sure that I actually want it first. Okay, so keep that in mind. And right now, I'm kind of moving. For example, PSA 10 Delta Species Hollow 1 brand. That's a good one. If we placed that up here on the table, I bet it would sell. Yeah, I bet it would sell. So you would be able to get that card sold over here pretty fast. Read Chris's message. Did you have a short on Tesla or something? All right. 70 cash, 73 credit. We are. Ta-da! Whew. Now here is Chris Abruzzo Fossil Slab Away completed. And now we have an order from Miss 6, pre-grade the Umbreon, and 2 solo levels. You got it. Yeah, a card like that should go pretty fast if you really have an Umbreon 10 coming in. You are. Now this, if you want to maximize your profits, you're free to sell it on eBay on your own. You are. What we do is 70% cash, 73% store credit, and the price you get on the table is the eBay Buy It Now price. It does look good. It will miss the black label, though, for not having perfect centering. So don't bother with Beckett. It looks pretty good, 6. I think it has a fair shot at a 10. It's definitely not pristine, but I think it's got a fair shot at a 10. All right. My package with you still says you haven't gotten it. That was on the 31st. That sucks. All right. Oh, you're saying they have not received it. You're looking up tracking from me to you. I'm pretty sure it's out. I've had a couple people mention that to me. I think it's just USPS not updating their tracking numbers for some reason. All right. Give me a second here. So you have to be careful with the show and tell channel. It can't be used as a way to solicit sales. Oops. I see. You're just showing off the cards that are being sent to grade. That's a lot of cards, man. Whew. Yeah, I'd be happy to sell those on commission for you if you'd like. We do it pretty smoothly. All right. So let's put this in. Oh, I'm supposed to place a little grade on this, aren't I? So 6, I'd say this is probably a 10. It's not a perfect 10. I would recommend PSA for it. I wasn't promoting anything. I was showing them off. Yeah, no problem, no problem. We are. All right. You know what it was, Rage Quit Bit? I went to the channel and immediately saw someone else saying they needed to sell their slabs, and they had a picture of it, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, you can't do that. So, Miss 6, I try not to look at that channel. It'll make me angry. Let's grab these cards over here. Very nice. My first package from you hasn't updated in a week, and it's sending my anxiety up. That is a very typical thing to happen, guys. I wouldn't get too worried about it. Probably the post office didn't scan the labels. So the post officer is supposed to scan all the labels, and to save time, he probably just didn't. We are. All right. Oh, we've got Bake Yun Ho. Oh, Bake. Bring back Pokestand. Here we are. And here we are. And this. Lovely. But when they come back, I don't want to do commission. I want to do trade-in silk cases. You'd like to do trade-in. What do you mean by trade-in exactly? Here we are. Grabbing this. All right. FedEx man planning to steal those packages. No, here's 6. So in order to do trade-in, it has to be a slab that I'm interested in. You have to be aware of that, okay? All right, here's 6. And we're grabbing this. Ta-da! Trade-in is just another way of having me buy them. That's what it means. Here's Feralicator. Here's Sneasel. Here's Mew. Here's Meganium. And here's Torchic. Very nice. Now we've got Brett, Fossil Break. Whoa! Dang, dude. Oh my gosh. So he sent in for 2 more spots, actually. And so what that means is 2 spots get canceled. Let's see. We're going over here to Slab Away. So let me just take a quick look. That would be Robert Wright and then Javier Arroyo. Javier says, no, wait. All right, Javier, you got to get under 300 and then it gets taken from Zach. Either way, somebody's about to lose a spot. It is. All right, let's see. But the easy one is Robert Wright. So Robert Wright is refunded $25. Okay. 25. Give Javier a chance. Okay. So we're going to come in here and say canceled. $25 store credit. There it is. So Robert Wright becomes Brett Love. All right, let's see. Where was he? Robert Wright. Brett, you're going to own half the box, dude. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 packs. You're going deep on the vintage, man. He likes the vintage. Is LaFlame still on the streams? Yeah, we still get LaFlame. Now I have to get up. OMFG. What's Goodington, mister? Yeah. So, Javier, you got to send in a pretty decent chunk of money. I feel like somebody should contact Zach or something. Zach and Rigoberto Gil. Rigoberto Gil is almost done with his. If Brett doesn't get Dragonite, you don't know what you're going to get. The fossil box could have no Dragonite in it. It could have 2 Gengars in it. It could have, could have a really nice Articuno in it. So you don't know until you know. Does Zach already have a spot in here? Looks like Rigoberto Gil already has a spot in here. Yeah, so that's his second spot. All right. There's the Zach all the way back over here. And then he's got a second spot over here. So he will at least have 1 spot. That's good. So both him and Rigo already have 1 spot. Will the sublist stay or can that get bought out too? For the sublist, the only thing you can do with the sublist is buy out the rest of the spots. I don't think we can cancel those. They don't run on the same rules as Slab Away. If I had established some rules that said we could do that, then yeah, we could do that. So this is what's left on Fossil Sublist. All right, Fossil. Yeah, Fossil's pretty good. Still a chance to jump on that sublist, guys. Somebody's going to get pulled on the Fossil sublist. I don't know who. All right. Hold your horses, mister. I'm holding them. Technically what I can do if, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Hello, Cyberstan. He says, don't be rude, but so that means anyone can buy out on a sublist and Slab Away without giving the person a chance, especially if they need time to pay it off. So for the sublist, it's a break, and it's over when it fills up. For Slab Away, people who are paying a slab down over time, they know what the rules are for that kind of Slab Away. A booster box Slab Away is very specific. The way it works, you have until the box fills up to pay it off. And at that point, you're out of time. So the problem is the box is getting bought up. which is a good thing because it means now it's time to open the box. But it also means people who have been paying down that slab away are out of time. That doesn't seem right or fair to the other people, says Cyberstan. Well, it's just the nature of the box break. It's not like an unfair rule. It just says the amount of time you have. It's not like a set amount of time. Like, for example, we don't want it to be so that when Javier slabs away spot number 29, everyone has to wait 6 months before he's actually required to pay it off. We don't want that, because then we won't break it for like till next year, basically. So the way it works is it's just you have time until the box is filled, and then it needs to be completed. Sorry to come off the wrong way. Oh, you're fine. Yeah, it's fine to ask those questions. You're probably curious. Yeah, we're not trying to rip it away from them. We are. It means Fossil Party. The vintage box break streams are like Super Bowls in here. Yeah, they're a big deal because it's an expensive box. It's a very expensive box. What I could technically do, I could technically give up some of my spots to keep people happy, but I kind of don't want to. I kind of want 3 spots for myself. Let's see. We're looking for a Javier Arroyo order. Mr. Javier. I could lose too. That's right. So the whole box could be like off-centered or crappy or something like that. Or, you know, Brett could have a couple heavy packs, but his heavy packs are like Mug, Magneton, Hypno. Or he could be very lucky. He could pull like Dragonite, Gengar. Nobody really knows what anyone's going to pull yet. So paying some down doesn't matter then. What you need to do, Mr. Javier, you need to pay down enough so that your pack is paid down below Mr. Zach. So you got to make a choice to do that right now. And if Zach was here, he would be able to make a decision too. I kind of want to... Where's Zach? I don't know his name. That's not him. I don't remember Zach Stick's name. I feel like he would want to know, but I don't know how to contact him. Please be a box with 10s. Please be Lord. Yeah, so what happens next, Mr. Zach, is... I'm sorry, what happens next, Mr. Javier... He has bought 2 spots, Brett Love has, and I need to give up somebody's spot. Your spot has the most money on it, so yours is actually the next to be given up. If you climbed onto your computer right now and paid $181, Zach would lose his spot. That's what would happen right now. Otherwise, you would get store credit, which could also be refunded. 8 months, you got to pay the toll. The troll toll, says Dr. Fuzz Napolis. Someone ping Zach and Rigo. Rigo's safe right now because he's paid off his slab, his booster pack the very most. So he's beneath both of you guys. It's just right now, Javier's he's in the chat, and you can make a decision to try and get beneath Zach's order right now, Javier. I don't know how to contact Zach. Maybe I'll look this up real fast. Hold on. But I'm right here. I need till the end of the stream then. Oh, that's sucky because he's paid now. I'm right here. Is it because at the end of the stream, that's when your check comes in or something like that? Let me contact this guy. All right. Same thing if I pay, he takes Zach's then. That's right. He would take Zach's. If you paid right now, he would take Zach's. If a Subway isn't fully paid, don't they get their money back? That's correct. So it's not like they would lose their money, but they would lose their spot, which they kind of want. They want that spot, and so they prefer not to lose that. But, you know, those are the rules. Is once those spots are once the box is full, all the Slabaways become available for sale. If it was that important to you, you would have paid sooner. No, he's done very good. Don't talk that way to these guys. These guys have done very good. They've treated me very good. The only thing is they probably didn't expect it to finish all of a sudden. But, you know, I do kind of give out some warnings because sometimes that's how it is. This is a shit show. No, it's okay. These guys, they are big spenders, and they've treated me very good, both Zach and Javier. I actually have a solution. Technically, what I can do is I can give up one of my spots, but I kind of want my spots too. But I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I should give up one of my spots. What do you guys think? So what I can do is I could shift Brett into there. I have a feeling Zach and I have a feeling Mr. Javier technically could pay down their spots, but this is it. This is the time period now. It's got to be kind of now or never. Does that rule go for greatest slab away? No, the slab away is very different for slabs. You get 6 months. So it's very, very different for booster packs. Booster packs in a box break, it's very unique. You have till the box fills up on a box break. And then once the box is filled up, every slab away becomes available for sale. And the one that has been least paid off is the one that's for sale next. So that's the rule on a box break. Do not give up your spot. Mister, I think you should keep your spots you've been since the start. No reason to get upset for such a cool thing. The vintage box breaks are people that have waited a long time. What are you thinking, Mr. Javier? Are you thinking you're able to pay off your spot right away? Like, would you say you'd be able to pay your spot in full or, like, get it done? Get yourself underneath Zach, like, within an hour or two? Let's see, what time is this? 2:52 a.m. Anyone watch that sick Halliburton buzzer feed? I was lazy on this one, Law. Yeah, this spot's filled up. Here it is. I could technically sell these. You know, I'm supposed to move. Would anyone... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What does price drops for the cancel fee mean? I don't know what that means. I'm here to help this channel. This is a great place to have fun. Oh, I'm loving you right now, man, because you're buying out the box, so you're very good. I like Mr. Zach and I like Mr. Javier a lot, too. Those guys are very good to me. So I'm just trying to think of how to do it most fair. I need, like, a thought from Javier. Let's see. Yeah, because big money. So I don't want to upset Javier and Zach. What I will do... For the moment, I'm gonna put you over here, Brett, and Mr. Zach and Mr. Javier are going to be given a little more time to think about what they want to do within the next 24 hours. Okay, but it's got to be real soon. So I'm gonna place you on 3 for the moment, and Mr. Zach and Mr. Javier, I'd love to see you guys finish up your packs right like within 24 hours. But if you can't do that, then it might be time to call it, you know what I'm saying, out of time, because that's the rule for the booster packs. All right, so I'm going to move on to the next order now. So you haven't lost your spot. The fair thing would be to give me to the end of the stream. You know what? That's what I'm doing, man. I'm doing that for you because I like you, okay, Mr. Javier? So let's do it that way. So I put Brett here, and Mr. Zach hasn't lost his spot, and Javier hasn't lost his spot, and you totally have to the end of the stream. So we'll do that for you. I like you guys, and I don't want to upset you. So, and then I'll just have 2 spots. We won't worry about it. And the sublist is still going, so you guys also have that sublist to think about. 1 spot is available to somebody. Ooh. All right. How much do you like them? I like them a lot. I like Mr. Javier, I like Mr. Brett, and I like Mr. Zach. Let's keep going. Here's Sean Leon, 6 Glory of Team Rockets. Here we go. All right. Yeah, Javier has already got a spot on the box because he's been buying a spot. So he bought 1, and that was actually his second one that he's paying down. So he's been very good. He's been keeping the box moving. I can't, yeah. If he really wants it, I don't mind giving up a spot of my own. In the end, I'll be all right. You know, I'll be all right. Here we go. Oops. I'll be all right. I got a whole nother fossil box, for example. So I'll be in the next break, too. I ain't getting punked out of my second spot. We are? No problem, man. So you didn't lose that spot, Mr. Javier. I can tell you'd like to keep that spot. So, yeah, you just do what you can by the end of the stream, okay? But it's that time period now. The box is all filled up, and there's just a couple slab-aways now. Here's Moltres. Can't someone just buy all the spots and keep the box sealed? Yeah, I suppose they could. I mean, I'd be open-minded to that, but it wouldn't be as fun as a box break. Here's Wobbuffet. Ooh, look at that. Ta-da! All right. Give him the Zik. All right, there we go. Mr. Sean Leon picking up the Wobbuffet. All right, look at that. Ooh. Ta-da! Now Sean with an SE. All right, Mr. Sean. Lovely. And we'll toss this back up here. Here's Dominic Gonzalez, 6 EV Heroes. Ooh, EV Heroes. Tonight's been a good night, man. Brett went extremely deep. That guy bought up a whole bunch of fossil packs. Really, probably one of the best things on the menu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's vintage. We got all these modern cards. They're easier to access, but vintage is very special. That's why I have 3 spots in there myself. Javier, you must empty your retirement account if necessary. Yeah, it's when the bell tolls. That's that moment. The retirement account, huh? We are. Prismatic is the best on the menu. All right, there we go. Cold. We'll give you and we'll give Mr. Zach and Mr. Rigoberto Gil 24 hours, okay? Actually, that's another thing. I need to contact Rigoberto Gil, let him know it's time. Do or die time, exactly. It's do or die time now. Here it is. All this fossil talk makes me want to get in on the Sublist. You really should. 24 hours seem fair. Those were the rules. Yeah, I'll give it 24 hours and to give you guys a chance to pay it off. Those guys have been very, very nice to me. You know, some of the other spots, like Mr. Robert Wright, he bought his spot a long time ago, but he never made a payment. Same with Randall Waters' pack was pretty old too, and he had most of the pack left. But those guys, their packs are partially paid, and those guys are really active in the channel. Here we are. Dominic Gonzalez. Nothing super crazy popping out. Let's see. We should go look for actual dinosaur fossils. We all have to end the stream. No 24 hours. Oh, till the end of the stream. Here's Drew. Here's Dylan, Dustin, Dean, Danny, Mr. Dominic. Am I making you a new bag? He didn't say new bag, right? No, he did not. Here's a bag from D's Nuts. I'm done in fossils, so your viewers can do what they need to. No more action from me. Sounds good. I think it's perfect the way it is right now. What's going on is you've got a lot of spots, and Rigoberto's got 200 left, and then we got Zach and Javier would like his spot, and then the fossil Sublist, and then bada bing, bada boom, it goes off. We could be opening that box this Sunday, guys. I'd like to make a video, too, advertising that we're about to open it. Here's Drew. I think it's a new bag. All right. Let's get a new bag from. All right. Lovely. I can't believe last time I let Karis open up my heavy jungle pack, and it looked like it was going to be Snorlax, and instead it was just a freaking Kangaskhan. And then we looked at it too, and it was like not even well centered. It was a bad Kangaskhan. Brutal, man. First editions, right? They are first edition, that's right. Just some hollows here. The Gengar's an interesting hollow. Okay, put this over here. I thought she was going to open some super crazy, you know, Holy Grail Snorlax. And then what if it graded 10 too, right? Like, no, but that didn't happen. I had the better centered one, and PSA gave it an 8. Yeah, I don't even think I graded mine. Emmanuel Valencia, Box of Korean, Terra Festival. Heck yeah, dude. All right. Terra Festival. Okay. Today was a pretty exciting day, man. I sold a $800 slab in the daytime stream, too. Did anyone get a 10 from that break? No. The highest grade was a 9. Pretty rough. Did you ever find out what was in that multi-pack? It is still sitting on the same shelf where I set it down at, and I just do not know what's in it. Would you guys like me to sell the multi-pack? $10 a spot. It's already opened. It is. But we don't know what the pull is. It would be funny, though. I got that spot for $650. So let's say I lose my spot. Does he get it for $650 or $700? He would get it. So if that spot reverts back, it jumps all the way to $700. Just to let you know, okay? Because that's the current price on the packs. Here we are. Here's this. All right. And here is this. Congrats on the $800 sale. It was a slab I really wanted to keep, but I'm giving it up because I know that's what I have to do when it's moving mindset. Okay, so here's the bear. Rawr. All right, lovely bear. Here's Suicune. Do you participate in eBay auctions much? Nope, not really. Not really. Every now and then I know what I'm looking for, and I just go looking for it to see if there's one available. I actually bought almost all of my slabs as buy it nows. Did you guys know that? Ooh, you're going to pick up the Magneton. What? I don't know, Emmanuel. You're going to have to go deeper, man. Can't be doing this Magneton, man. We need more cute rap Pokemon. What? Squeak. Yeah, I know eBay auctions are sometimes a good deal, but they require a lot of effort. Like, you have to study them. You have to constantly know what's going on. And then sometimes, instead of getting a good price on them, they hit a record price instead. So, I mean, if you work really hard on them, you will find a deal here and there. Especially for cards that are kind of obscure. So, obscure cards, you have a better shot. But well-known cards, not really a point to it, is there? Like Gold Star Gyarados, I'm not getting a deal on Gold Star Gyarados in auction. Here we are. You have to wonder sometimes if those auctions are rigged too, you know? Like if somebody's watching it for the guy who's selling it, like a friend, and that guy's bidding it up or something. There's no way to know. There you go. That's called shill bidding. But sometimes people get really good deals in auction. And I've done that for a while. I did that with the CGC 10s for a while. Here we are. I'll send payment at the end of the stream to build up the suspense, says Javier. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yes. We will get that box open, guys. Jump in that Fossil Sublist. This is the last round of the Fossil Sublist. And I think Zach will be interested in finishing his spot. And then Rigoberto Gil only has $200 on his spot. There you go. I'm gonna email Rigoberto Gil too, I think. Oh, here he is, Rigoberto Gil. Oh no, I missed the free slab. Oh no! I'm sorry, Jay. I was just about to hand it to you, but then you missed it. Let me, all right. There goes. I sent him a really simple email. Emmanuel, your big pull was this beautiful Groudon, but then you got the Magnetron. No! Let's go find your bag. So you're an E. You should be like here, actually. Efren, Eddie. You didn't need a new bag, did you? So Emmanuel Valencia, new bag. Here's an Edgar. Here's an Earthbound. Move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. There we go. I'm happy with the Groudon. He's very nice. The Groudon's very nice. He's a cool card. Elijah. Ah, you do have a bag. Here we are. Found you. Very nice. When are you doing a giveaway? Probably tomorrow. Not tonight. Is he gone yet? Quick, everyone. Let's hand out the slab right now. Here's Chef J. Real. How deep are we? We're an hour and 44 minutes, really. Wow. And Bear in the Woods. Bear in the Woods. Come on. All right. Good. Next up, we have Mr. Raul Mendoza for ship bags and 9 Zapdos and 9 Electabuzz if haven't sold. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so hold on. Let me go find that. You see Electabuzz? Yeah, those two have been rotating. Something fierce. Zapdos. There they are. Raul Mendoza. Raul Mendoza. Alexis comes in for the Friday shipping. Okay. Now, you want to ship bags. You said bags plural. Here's a bag. Just the one bag? Let's see. Raul Mendoza. Oh, yeah. Raul Mendoza. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of stuff. Holy. Oh, did you guys see this? We found that booster pack for Raphael. There you go. How cool is that? Found the original one. I knew it was over here. This place is like a jungle, man. It's so dense. You set something aside to be safe, and it'll be missing for like a year. You're like, where the hell did I put it? Actually, I don't even remember where we found it. Found it in some weird spot, didn't we? I don't think this box will be large enough. Is this box large enough? All right, this box is large enough. Very nice. All right. You still getting people join your TGC Discord server? I think so. Can you go through my bag and let me know what is okay and give the better comments to the people? What? Let me get Raul Mendoza. Wait, I'm the people. What's happening to me? I'm turning into the people. All right, so here is Raul. And here is... Oops. Oops, come on now. There it goes. All right, good. Ooh, my neck. Oh, man, I'm having that pain that gave me that headache, man. I'm working too much for sure, man. Oh, all right. So this is quite heavy. We're going to increase the weight. Bring that up to about 4 pounds. Ooh. Oh, no, is Mr. turning into a pedestrian? What's happening to me? Now, wait a second. Why? Oh, because it's still got... Okay, let me remove that. I was going to say, why is this so expensive? Did you ever eat anything, mister? I made chicken noodle soup. Oh, come on. It's not going to print the label? I made chicken noodle soup. It's very good. You want me to do a scoop of it? I'll go get a scoop of it. Okay, let's try printing this. All right, there we go. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Whew. Now we've got an order from click, Emmanuel Valencia. 8 Korean blue sky streams. 8 Korean blue sky streams. Those are really good. Elon, please call me back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, it'd be really funny if we could get an Elon Musk head in here too. All right, drink water. Yeah, you saw some fresh chicken, or did you munch down on that expired stuff? No, the expired stuff went in the trash can. Here we are. We wouldn't have done that in my family. No way. My dad would have been like, it's fine. On a rare occasion, we had spoiled food, and we'd still eat it. There's just a little bit of mold. There you go. It only smells a little bad. You cook it, it'll be fine. Whoa. All right. You know, it's fermented. That's the fermentation. It's part of the dry aged process. Elon Trump is very toxic right now. Crazy stuff, man. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Who didn't feel like this was going to happen? Because I, when they started hanging out, you know, like they were besties, I was like, there's no way this doesn't end in some sort of word fight. Fisticuffs. Extra flavor. Yeah. There you go. All right. Mr. Emmanuel picking up a parachute pants guy with the dildo on his head. That's what it looks like anyways. Ta-da! Dry-aged poultry. That's right. That's right. It's actually exquisite. It costs more. Look at this wonderful Sneasel, everybody. It's a nice Sneasel. Here's Houndoom. Here's Lucario. Here's Geodude. Here's Slewbrew. Here's a very cheap Jigglypuff Pop 1 Quest Sticker Jigglypuff. And here's Checklist Carddass. People eat cheese with mold. Why not steak? Oh, God, dude. How about some exciting, pricey slabs? What kind of exciting, pricey slabs do we got? Ooh, these are actually for sale, these Gengars. I mean, I could sell this if I wanted. Okay, let's get this guy up on the table. This is a lovely Dusclops. He's one of my favorites. There are. Last priced on $12.24. $12.24, that was a while ago. So this is a vintage Crystal Guardians card. It's probably extremely low pop. Graded 10. There it is. All right. I went to Costco for the first time the other day. Bulk deal's not amazingly good. That's what I was saying. That's what Kirsten and I did. We went to the Springfield Costco, and I'm like, how much is the membership? Like $1 million? And then we started looking at all the prices, and it was like, wait, these aren't even cheap. Whoa, there's not even one of these for sale. There is not even one of these for sale. So there are 0 Dusclops for sale. Let's try Crystal Guardians Reverse Holo then. Reverse. All right, let's see what the cheapest Reverse Holo is. Okay. Cheapest Reverse Holo. What is this music, man? This song's about to get really silly. I mean, I feel like it's very hard to know what this guy should be. I'm not going to ask a very large price on this. We were asking $400 before. Let's say $450. Not even one for sale online, but I've got one for sale. $450 Dusclops. Here it is. Very reasonable. He could be a break too, to be honest. Pop 16. Still very rare. The population has not changed on Dusclops. Cool. Now let's also work on this real fast. So these are 2 matching Gengars. I think they would be very nice if they were kept together, but we offered them for sale that way and no one bought them. So now let's sell the red one separate and we'll sell the green one later. This is the fashion show song. I can hear Karish walking around. She must have woken up to the use of the bathroom or something. Let's see. I can't remember what we bought this for. You know, I think I do want to keep these together. I do. It makes me feel bad. It hurts my soul. I'm going to put these back together like this. Here we are. I'm just thinking about it. I really feel like they probably sell easier if they're together. It just makes sense. The red and the green one. Trump coin dropped $1. No! That was my top crypto holding. All right, so we got Gengar Prism. PSA 6, recently graded, and the sequential with the green one. We'll do $395 times 2. Okay. Tempted to do a break on that Gengar. He's a really cool card. So now we have an order from Who do we got an order from? Steven Gonzalez. He wants $12 for Gem 1. He wants 3 packs of Gem 1. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Crazy how much Tesla stock has also plummeted. Did it? I saw it bounce back up a little bit. Did it plummet any further? I would sacrifice my future firstborn to get Gengar out of my fossil spot. Oh my gosh. Especially if it graded 10 as well, right? I'm going to see how Tesla stock is doing. Yeah, it kind of bounced back up. What was today? Today's June 6th. So on June 3rd, the Tesla stock was at like 353. And then it hit a low point of 284. It looks like this. This is probably when he started poo-poo talk. So at this point, he's still friends with Trump. And this is their messy divorce. But a little bit has been bought back up. Yeah, I don't know about that, dude. Wow. That's impressive. Look at that dump. I guess I should have sold right here. I had some Tesla stock. There you are. Crazy. I don't like the stock. I don't like it because I feel like that was the CEO just sabotaging the value of the stock, and that's it. And it's like, man, I don't want to mess with that anymore. We are. I remember when Sam's Club was the wholesale club before they renamed it. We are. Here's the duck. Ooh, the duck. I worked for Sam's Club briefly for a half year before I got a job at Coca-Cola. Oh, yes, Brigatito. Sam's Club was great. I loved working there. It was really nice. Comfortable. Ain't that Gengar going for like 10K? As a PSA 10, I think he goes for like 4K. We are. Okay, here's the duck. Okay. Lovely. Oh, and go during afternoon. All the free samples. What? I want free samples. I went on a weekend, and it was like busy as hell, and there were 0 free samples. I guess they felt like they didn't need to do that. They're like, nah, we're good. All right, Steven, thank you so much. Thank you for playing my game. So, here's your bag. Oh, whoa! The camera's trying to tip over. Dragonite is the most expensive, but I'd rather have Gengar. Technically, Lapras is the most expensive. PSA 10 Lapras. That is the most expensive. Elon is single-handedly going to make Trump's life a living hell for the next 3 years. Going to be very epic to watch. Who knows? Who knows what happens next? It's but that's why I sold the stock, because I just don't understand him. What I don't understand is, like, he already pissed off all the Democrats. Now he's pissing off all the Republicans. Does he want Tesla to sell cars ever again? Like, what is he doing? We are. Who is now excited for Tesla cars? That's what I'm asking. Sean Leon, 6th Glory of Team Rocket. You got it, Mr. Sean. Especially now also, since that bill appears to be removing the little rebate you got from the government when you bought an electric vehicle, you got like a little discount. So if Trump's actually removing that from electric cars, and then they're having a messy divorce, I predict that Tesla's going to struggle, man. Did you hear about the Switch 2 playing Scarlet Violet extremely well? I did hear about that. I wish I could test that out. Can I be taken out of the box battle and put into the fossil sublist? We can do that for you. That's allowed. Yeah, we are. Okay, Sean Leon. Thank you, Sean. Cold. Reggie Rock. That's the one. I wanted Reggie Rock. Okay. Cold. Cold. Zammy Zenta. Do you see Pokemon yielding the same returns it has now in the long-term future 10 plus years? You want my completely honest answer? Yes. I think that Pokemon's basically just at the beginning of becoming this highly coveted collectible. And I'm trying to think of a better collectible, and I can't think of one. Can you guys think of a better collectible than Pokemon? Like, seriously. Mario? Graded video games? I'm not going to say sports cards, because sports cards is like a whole different thing, you know? Not Digimon. Not One Piece. I can't think of one thing. Labubu, maybe. No, I'm just kidding. Pokemon cards don't seem replaceable. They seem to be the #1 collectible. And so, what do you think happens over time? I think it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. Sean Leon. All right, Mr. Sean. Gold. Yeah, I mean, gold will keep rising, probably. Everything will keep rising. Just because the value of the dollar will keep weakening. So, you know, as the government prints more and more and more money and it issues more and more debt, the dollar will buy less and less stuff. But, you know, Pokemon card growing up in value, it has more to do with the fact that a lot of young people are going to start collecting. Every year, another kid hits 18 years old and starts collecting. Or maybe another guy graduates from college, gets a real job, and then he says, hey, I'm going to collect my Pokemon cards now. So every year there's a new wave of people. That's why I said back then. I said the thing about Pokemon, all of us boomers, 35 years old, from the 1999, we're all collecting Pokemon now because we have jobs and maybe a stable, you know, living situation. So we're all buying our cards back. We're just the first wave. There's going to be wave after wave after wave of people buying these cards back, you know? And considering how much Pokemon has exploded right now, imagine the kids who had fun collecting in the last 6 years. What are they going to do in 20 years? Same deal. It's just going to be the same cycle. So I'm just trying to imagine a world where Pokemon, like, doesn't keep going up. It just doesn't seem like it would make any sense. It's our midlife crisis coping mechanism. Yeah, pretty much. Mister, what is the gym break? We do have a gym break. Here it is. Dark Gyarados. And this time there's a star spot. You get 1/4 of a star card. So one person gets Gyarados, the other person gets 1/4 of a star spot. Pretty interesting, huh? Do you reckon Stellar Crown will outperform a lot of sets? It'll be the only set kids have nostalgia for because it was the only one they could access. No, the kids will have nostalgia for all kinds of different Pokemon sets. I'm sure of it. I'm sure kids are opening plenty of cards. You know, when people say kids don't get to open the cards, I think that that's probably not true. I think kids are opening some of the cards. All right. Just a lot of adults competing for them, too. Especially when it comes to price. It's a good theory. All right. I don't see any orders in the queue. I'm going to help Miss Six with her thing. Hit refresh. What a wild, wild night Mr. Brett made tonight. Very crazy. Miss Six, let's take care of you. So box battle. Freaking target. Sent for the gym break. There it is. Into the sublist you go. Number 9. Okay, now you're in the fossil sublist. Ooh. Wow, can't believe we're so close to that fossil box break, man. That'll be exciting. I hope we get some good clips out of that. I hope it's a really good box. Order coming in, not a big one. Just call his whale buddies. All I know is nobody wants that Darkrai. Sent for the gym break. The lightning Darkrai. Yeah, he appears to be stuck, but he's a nice card. He's a nice card. Graded 10 by tag. Really high quality card. 1 in 5. Here's the, you know, there's so much going on the table all the time. It's all in competition with each other, you know. Gyarados, Charizard, Darkrai, it's all in competition. So we got like the fossil sublist, you know, a couple. So it wasn't just 6. Mr. James bought a spot over here too tonight. So 2 fossil sublist spots sold, right? So, you know, it's all in flux. Lord Pop-Tart's here. He's got the Bulbabutt. What? Freaking Bulbabutt over here. Okay, so, well, since there's no orders in the queue, why don't I go ahead and begin working on putting together a round of the Jumbo Pack Break? That makes sense to me. So we're going to grab a Rocket Pack. We're going to grab another Rocket Pack. We're going to grab a Gem 2 pack. Gem 2. We're going to grab, what else has been going on right now? Oh, OP12. We're going to grab a pack of OP12. Very relevant right now. It's the latest one-piece set, OP12. So there it is, OP12. What else? What else? So now I just get to kind of come up with whatever I want for this break. How about, well, I really like putting in a Blue Sky Stream, so you have a chance for a Rayquaza. And I really do like putting in a pack of the Eevee Heroes, because it gives you a chance for Moonbreon. So those are really nice. And then I like to put in some weird stuff. What kind of weird stuff should we place in there, huh? Weird stuff. How about this Halo pack? Give people a chance to see the Halos. And how about Dragon Ball History of Z? That's kind of cool. How about a pack of Fortnite? Okay, pack of Fortnite could give you Black Knight Hollow. How about an exclusive pack? This Thai language pack. That's exclusive. We're almost out of those. Might as well. I like cheap packs too. Like here's a Carddass pack. I like that they're cheap because you get to stuff the box with so much. Star Wars. Star Wars have been moving pretty fast. Harry Potter's pretty funny. Let me grab a Harry Potter pack. Harry Potter. All right. Harry Potter's good. Oh, we're going to grab a Mewtwo, of course, because we want to make sure you get a guaranteed pull. Here is a, and I got a lot of those Mewtwo's. Here is a Indonesian Celestial Sky or something like that, Celestial Storm. All right, what else? Here's a Metazoo. We got Metazoos. Actually, we have 2 Metazoos. Where's the other one? What else we got? What other weird things we got? Here's a Metazoo. And I'm gonna grab another Animal Crossing. The Animal Crossings are really fun. All right, let's start adding this all up. Maybe a Minecraft. Maybe a Minecraft. Get out of my room, I'm playing Minecraft. All right, so I gotta have the price on all these now. We're doing 10 on each of these. There they are. We know this thing's 20. So that one's uncomplicated. I'm playing Animal Crossing. Nice. We're making a jumbo pack break, everybody. That's what this is called. It's called a jumbo pack break. Minecraft Hobby is $9. Animal Crossing is 10. Metazoo Nightfall. The Metazoo Nightfall costs, here it is, 2.5. It's actually really cheap. 2.5. Here's the Metazoo. This is $6. That's the new set that they printed. Here's Harry Potter. Let's see, Harry Potter. He's like $4, isn't he? KU Harry Potter? $5. Okay, lovely. This is 2.5. Write it on her tummy. Very nice. Fortnite's like 6, isn't it? Fortnite's very popular. We sell this pack all the time. Is it in the extended list? Oh, it is. Yeah, Fortnite 6. That one sells all the time. I think this one's like 11, isn't it? I'm going to do 10 on it. This one's like 14 or 15 or 16, right? Let's see. Halo, $16. That's right. It is 16. Okay. What's the deal with rhodium? Yeah, what's the deal with rhodium anyways? Blue Skies 3. Eevee Heroes is 4.5. So 4.5. 3. 4.5. This is just $3. Japanese One Piece OP12. This is $4. Very popular Gem 2. This is 6 and this is 9. So I've got those memorized. Let's start adding them up. You ready? So we want it to come out to about 160. Payment sent. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Okay. Closing all that. Let's grab this calculator. 4 plus 3 plus 3. 4.5. 16. 10. 6. 2.5. 5. 6. Oops. 2.5. 10. 9. 20. 10, 10. So that's 20. 6 and 9. Okay, comes out to $136. So we're actually short. We can add more stuff to this. 136, huh? We can add more packs to this. Well, what else is really interesting right now? What else is really interesting? 136. Let's get a Surging Sparks in there. So Surging Sparks would take it to 145. 145. We'll say 150. Gem 1. 150. And then how about 154? And 154, 160. Here it is. There it goes. All right. Didn't someone send for the gym break Gyarados? I don't know. Did they? I don't think they did. Somebody asked about it. Okay, there we have it, guys. A new jumbo break is ready. All these packs go to one person. Your odds are 1 in 4. Ooh. It's very cool when this goes off, and you end up with a lot of cards in your bag. Okay. I don't know why we weren't doing this the whole time. We've set this off like 10 times, I swear. There it is. 41 and 4. Set this over here. And it's good to go. Add a star spot. We're not going to do a star spot for those. I mean, those are booster packs. Yeah, those won't have... I mean, unless we made it a lot bigger. Maybe if we made it like a $200 break and then there was an extra spot for the star. Ready? So, next up, we've got an order from Jonathan Morris. He says 1 box of Destined Rivals. All right, get comfortable. We're going to open this whole box of Destined Rivals, everybody. I think I got to open a fresh case. I'm not sure. Do I not have more of this on the way? I thought I had more of this on the way. So weird, I feel like it hasn't arrived. Let me look that up real fast. Because we are almost out of it. All right. Yeah, we got more on the way. Cool. I like this set a lot. It hasn't changed in price already, has it? Post launch? Because I can see this guy's sold out. More are coming. Excuse me. Let's see. It's such a good set. Mewtwo, please. Yes, we gotta get that Mewtwo for sure, dude. I really want Mewtwo. I want a clip of that Mewtwo. There's no Jesse and James in it. No, I agree. There's no Jesse and James, which is definitely not good. All right, let's take a quick look at this new. So, I suspect this is about to go up in price because I'm not seeing a way to access this easily. Let me do this real fast, guys. All right. Wow, how can it already be moving up in price? It only just launched. They're gonna have to do a reprint of it, definitely. All right, let's see. And click. Oops. So I know this is taking a while. I tend to do this live. We're getting ready to open this whole box here, but I'm just doing some research before we do that. Zoom out for you guys. When are they gonna stop printing 151? They're probably done, dude. They probably are done right now, printing 151. Okay. All right, so I'll stop working on this for the moment. Let's jump over here and open this box. I'll get back to working on that in a minute. I like you, Mr. Jonathan Morris. You're using ZELLE. That's very nice of you. Bring back Jesse and James. Swiss cheese. Snipping this. Oops. Mewtwo, please. Yeah, let's get that Mewtwo, man. All right. Ta-da. We got an awful lot of these box toppers again. I call them box toppers, I guess, the little flip things. Sorry for that noise. That noise must sound awful. Is Karis as interested in the news and politics as you are? Sometimes she gets really into it and like, you know, she lets it bother her. And then sometimes she goes, why am I worried about this? You know, all this stuff happening in the news, you can just ignore it and just live life. You don't actually have to pay attention to any of it. You don't have to fight with people. Life mostly doesn't change, you know. All this politics happens and we are. All right. Like you get some sort of political news and it's like, oh my God, you get really invested in it. And then a month later, none of it matters. It actually really is kind of like that. A month later, none of it matters. Here it is. But sometimes she reads the news and gets really sucked up into it. And then it honestly just puts her in a foul mood, to be honest with you guys. It doesn't like make her feel fulfilled. It doesn't put a big smile on her face. So politics is like a place you go to complain. Yeah. Which is why it's so good for YouTubers. All right, here goes. Let's zoom in now. Ready? Oh. It's easy to get sucked in. Yeah, and like you can't control any of it, right? Like you reading the news does not change the outcome of any of the stuff they're working on. Here's Slugma, here's Ho-Oh. And they're going to do some stupid thing, and then you're hardly going to notice it. You're not going to notice it mostly. I don't read or watch news. Is important enough, someone will tell me. If it's important enough, TCC will turn it into a silly title in his live stream. Here's, ooh, Hijackal. Liking that. Beautiful. Liking the centering, too. Good centering. Here we have Crobat. It's Crobat. How much is Geo's Mewtwo in a 10? The Rocket Mewtwo in a 10? His price will be kind of high for right now because it just came out, but the price should fall steadily over time, you know? This is where I get my news. Yeah. We do talk a little bit about the news on this channel, it's true, but it's, you know, passes the time. It's a bit of fun, a bit of cheeky fun. Here's Ogerpon. We've got Crobat, Team Rocket's Crobat. It should be high quality. It should be high QC. I'd awful on the set. You mean high print quality? Is that what you meant? I found out about Tesla and Elon stuff from Mistress Title. I'm not kidding. I didn't watch the news in the morning. Yeah. Selling all my Tesla stock. Yeah. Scrafty, Rabska. Sounds like Tabasco sauce. Here's Metatype. This really is a, quality control. I'm so dumb. This really is a card channel first. And we want everyone to be able to participate. Democrats and Republicans are supposed to come in here and feel comfortable. All right. So I'm very laser focused in life on my card collection and getting moved and just living a comfortable, good life. And the politics, that's for the politicians and for the people who get paid to talk politics, So that's my perspective on it these days. I think I was more into it when the elections were going on. I mean, how can you avoid it? But the elections are over now, so who cares? We are? All right. I was arguing with someone in our Discord server one time. We had a politics channel, and it just kind of hit me as like, man, people really just come here to get mad at each other, and that was it. And I was like, man, it's not even worth it. You spend 30 minutes or an hour like talking politics instead of working on your Pokemon card collection. That's pretty meaningful over time. Can't be wasting your time on that. Just sort of that futility. Is that the right word? Futility? Futility? The futility of like arguing with strangers on the internet over politics is just pointless, Should be getting some cards graded. Should be getting some cards graded. Should be thinking about what do I do next with the hobby. Should be making content. So I like to focus on those things. I'm very good at focusing on those things. Back in the day when I ran the TheCardconomist channel, no politics at all. Zero politics. It wasn't until I started going live on that channel that we started talking a little politics. And by then, the channel was already huge because I didn't start streaming the TheCardconomist till much later. There we go. All right. Very nice. What happened between Trump and Elon? Yeah, they're having a messy divorce. All right, ready? No matter what happens, we just live our lives. Yeah, I would say so. Like, the news that happened last month, one, you can't remember it, and two, it didn't change your life. So don't let it put you in a bad mood, and don't let it distract you from what matters most. I would say what matters most, it's hard to argue that anything matters more than just working on yourself. That is like your health, your net worth, maybe like your card collection, essentially. Maybe your relationships, maybe your lifestyle. Some people go full into like politics. We've always just sort of dabbled in it. You know what I mean? We just talk a little politics here and there. For me, politics is kind of like philosophy. I don't want to just do slogans. I don't want to just like fight. I don't want to get angry at people. I want to talk about the philosophical aspects of it. Like, why do people with certain personality types tend to vote a certain way? Like Republicans tend to have higher neuroticism. They don't trust people as much, that kind of stuff. Why is that the case? And they're less open-minded. So that kind of stuff, it always fascinates me. It fascinates me endlessly. So maybe that shows you that what I really have an interest in is psychology. I like psychology a lot, and I like philosophy a lot. And another thing kind of always ends up in politics a little bit. I love economics, which is in the channel name, TheCardconomist. I love talking about finances and how the market's changing. I like talking about the market. And so this always ends up kind of looping into politics a little bit. It's kind of hard to ignore policy, like how much money are they going to print? Stuff like that. It's hard to ignore that when you start talking money. Here we go. Team Rocket's Mewtwo. But after that, I don't care for all the nastiness. I don't care for all of the extreme anger. There's a lot of anger. I'm not into any of that stuff. That's not for me. That's not good for anybody, by the way. If you've ever been hooked into getting really angry on politics, you're raising your blood pressure. Your doctor would literally tell you not to do that. So, unless you get in a career in politics, I don't recommend it. Tossing this over here. Ta-da! Was there a hit? That was one whole box. And yes, he got the Yan Mega, I believe. Hold on, let me look again. So he got a lovely Rapidash with very good centering. And here is the Yan Mega. And here is Spidops AR. And here's Crobat. And here's Hydrapple. So your box only had 3 ARs, but it did have 2 etched cards in it. That seems to be pretty standard. Overall, I like the Spide Ops, but I think the best ARs are probably the Team Rocket Meowth and probably the Houndoom and the Blaziken. That's my bet. As for these are clearly cold. Cold box. Ooh. I've got more. Did you see the tech demo for Witcher 4? They're making Witcher 4? I never played any of the Witcher games, so I don't know if I should be excited. All right. Wait, Witcher 4? Psyduck is the most expensive AR. Oh, I can't forget that. Yes, Psyduck. I forget he's in here. Mr. Jonathan Morris. Do you not have a box anymore? Mr. Jonathan Morris. There we go. You might have a bag over here. Jonathan Sylvester. Fernandez. Sylvester. Oh, Jonathan Sylvester had a bag from 425. Not this one. Ah, Jonathan Sylvester. So let's combine these two bags. Box boy. You do have a box? Is he saying he has a box? No, he wasn't saying that. Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? Okay, let's see. John, let me put this up in here. Oh, I pulled the Korean Misty Psyduck. What? That's what I want. I do have a box. Oh, okay. Jennifer Yap, Thim, Sarah, John Lucas, Brett Love, Matthew, Tyler, Chris, Mike Side. You have a box. Well, where? I don't see a box for you. I don't think that's it. Oh, it's on my right side. What a trick. Whew, that was really hard to reach. Got it. Yes, you do. You're next to Tammy. Ta-da! All right, there it goes. Very nice. Boy, that took me like 10 minutes. Brett Love. Hey, Mr. 3 Live Customs Vintage WOTC GI Joe. Ooh, I like that. He's opening up some GI Joe. 3 Live Customs. Are you ready? So we got 1, 2, and 3. Really tough luck in the live customs, I feel. There it is. Those are some cold live customs. Mr. Brett. Now, 3 live customs. He also wants vintage WOTC GI Joe. $350. Let me take a quick look at that. So that's a whole box of them, isn't it? Wait a second. Okay, we'll go ahead and mark this. And then I gotta go find out. I'm pretty sure he's asking for a whole box of those. This would be fun, guys. No one's ever done that before. So it's under the moving sale. Yes, 1 whole box. Ooh, that's exciting. No one's ever opened a whole box of these. All right, you ready? Ta-da! GI Joe. Hell yeah, dude. Oops, I'm gonna break my phone over here. Now, before we do this, I have to log into eBay because I have these listed up there. And I actually have to go reduce the number of these for sale by 1 so that later we don't have a big problem. Come on. Here it is. We'll hit revise. So I have to reduce the number of these boxes that are for sale, right? Okay, we're going to say, oops. What the hell? There it goes. All right, done with that. I know this is very annoying, but it's got to be done. If I don't do it live, I will forget about it. What can't be changed? It says something can't be changed. Looks like something is missing. What is missing? It's saying something's missing now. What the hell? It won't let me edit it. All right. Well, we'll do it later then. I'll probably forget. Here it is, one box of G.I. Joe. So this is vintage G.I. Joe from a long time ago. This is an actual vintage box, everybody. This is cool. I actually agree. I can't believe nobody's opened this before. We've opened a couple packs here and there, but no one's opened a whole box of it. And it's a vintage box, and it's only $350 for a whole box of it. You know, I grade weird stuff like this all the time. I graded all those Hello Kitty cards, for example, right? And those have actually done extremely well for me, if you didn't know that. Those were a big flip. And I grade stuff like Charlie Brown, or I grade stuff like these NGC coins, or what else? What else have I done recently? Like Halo cards, My Little Pony. I like grading stuff that's maybe like Mario cards. I like grading stuff that's non-Pokemon from time to time. It gives some variety. What year is this? It's old. I'll look it up in a moment here. So the year is 2004. Wow. 2004, everybody. Whew. This is a 21-year-old box of G.I. Joe cards printed by Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast, they printed the Pokemon cards all the way up to Sky Ridge. Ready? Oh, all right. F it, we're doing live. That's right. Big orders for Mr. Brett tonight, guys. He's easily the big guy tonight. No one's going to come close to those orders. Snip that. All right. Lovely. What year is this? It's the next base set. Quick, buy it up. You ready? Okay, so I believe every pack has a rare card. Like this says Tunnel Rat, right? Tunnel Rat, rare. Explosive Ordnance Disposal. Okay. Pack number 2. Outback Saw Viper. Hey, what do we have here? Baroness. Oh, no. Soldier. She looks like a bad guy. All right. She's the bad guy. Baroness. Snow Serpent. Zap. Shipwreck. Dial Tone. So we got a rare Dial Tone. Sergeant Slaughter. Hey, I'm a big guy. We are. All right. We got Troy Malice, the big guy. Bat Viper. Here's Green Shirt Marine, Bat, and Firefly. You think they could make more movies out of this brand. It's a good brand. G.I. Joe, pretty straightforward, right? Like military wars, pretty easy. You'd be making this all day long if you wanted. And here's Firefly. They got like ninjas with swords. Like, come on, it's easy. Iconic bad guy. Agent Jinx, martial arts expert. What? Okay. Range Grunt, Iron Grenadier. Night Creeper Initiate. Sergeant Major. Not Sergeant Major. It's Sergeant Major. He said, get out there. Logan Paul loves this set. Yes, he does. All right. Sci-fi Laser Trooper, huh? That'd be me. I'd do the sci-fi stuff. I'd be like, give me the laser gun. I don't want to shoot with normal guns. Go. That's what war is like today, isn't it? War's all drones now, isn't it? Blowtorch. Okay, we got Blowtorch, Agent Jinx. Agent Jinx. But, you know, yeah, like those drones blowing up all those airplanes in Russia. Oof. And Putin was not happy with that. They are. So it makes you wonder what he's going to do. Guess the war's not over in one day, huh? I'll have that war done in the first day in office or something like that. That is definitely not true. Shipwreck, low light. Guess it's not that easy. All right. Here's, that would have been really nice though. I think after the United States got a mineral agreement with Ukraine, all I could think is like, well, now we don't want to just give up. Now we actually want this stuff. It is. It would look bad if America made a mineral agreement and then didn't help you win the war. You know, that would look bad. Ooh, Dr. Mindbender. Evil Genius. Ah, Evil Genius. We are. Very nice. Gotta look out for those evil geniuses. They're pretty evil. Here's Free Fall. Crimson Guard Immortal. Wow. What the hell? Zammot. Okay. I like this. He's clunking two guys together. Classic. Okay. Targat. Crosshair. Big Ben. Aleph. Night Creeper Leader. Okay. All right. Let's sleeve some of these up real fast. That's half the box so far. Enjoy this, guys, because this is like, we do not get to see this very often at all. This is some rare content right now. Dr. Mindbender. Lovely. Law and Order. Psych Out. Agent Jinx. Blowtorch. Annihilator. And Sergeant Major. Good. Let's start snipping these. Someone finally opened GI Joe ever since Logan Paul. I know. Here we are. Okay. Scooby-Doo, ba-dooby-doo. We're going to snip this as well. And we'll snip this as well. All right, there it is. Lovely. Oh, I love this song that's playing. All right, you ready? So let's get this moving. Low light, scalpel. Yeah, well, it looks like the rare card is always like a unique character. That's what it seems like. You know, like not just a grunt, not just a faceless soldier or unit, but like somebody with a name. Snake Eye Spearhead, like this snow job. Maybe not, actually, I can't tell. Okay. Here's Grunt, Bat, Ripcord, Halo Jumper. I will be able to pay off my slab by end of June. Nice. You should sell a GI Joe box with first edition base set packs in it instead. Hell yeah, dude. Hot Wire. Bat Mechanic. Uh-oh. Okay. Here's Night Creeper, Rock Viper, Chief Torpedo. First box I opened was Desert Storm cards. Okay. Here's Zartan. By the way, if this has got any of you guys interested in opening some of these, we have them for sale, $15 a pack. Look, there's that Wizards logo down there. These are just $15 a pack. They came from 2004. You never know. There might be a top pull in here worth some serious money. Here's Dice. The Bow Staff Ninja. If you open these, you keep all the cards. You don't lose any bulk or anything like that. You get the whole pack. It's considered a vintage pack. There we go. Agent Jinx. Overkill. Bat Leader. No! Just a few packs left, everyone. Grunt, Saw Viper, Low Light. Tomax. Tumax. Okay. Here's Green Shirt Marine. Agent Faces. Uh-oh. Gotta look out for Agent Faces. Skull Buster. Ooh. You gotta bust your skull. And finally, did you see that Tyrese Halibut can't be stopped? He's too clutch. Yeah, he's too clutch, man. The Duke! Field Commander. Pretty good. All right. We got Duke. Sometimes referred to as Dookie. San Diego. There we go. Here's a lowlight, which of course in English means a whale's vagina. No, it means Saint Diego. Duke Field Commander. Ooh. Your other Joe soldiers get +1 power in 1-to-1 combat. Is he a good guy or a bad guy? I think he's a bad guy. Actually, he might be a good guy. Wank, wank. Good guy, good guy. Wank, good guy. Here's Agent Faces. Tomax. Ta-da! Overkill. Bat Leader. Ripcord. That looks like a good guy. This looks like a bad guy. Dice. Bowstaff. Ninja. Beachhead. Drill Instructor. You guys get out there and die like henchmen. Zartan. Master of Disguise. Ooh. He's sneaky. Chief Torpedo. He fights the bad guys head on because he's strong and proud. Here's Hotwire, the evil scientist. Gung Ho. Frontline Marine. He's not scared of anything. All right, he's good if they're foreign, they're bad. I know, I was thinking the same thing, like the bow staff and all that. I was like, wait a second. Good guys look like all American heroes. Bad guys use the bow staff, and they're ninjas. Here's Gung Ho. I mean, but to be honest, though, ninjas were bad guys, right? Like, even in Japan, ninjas were bad guys. Dishonor Brew. It doesn't say samurai, it says ninja. Firefly. The bad guy uses stealthiness because they're evil. And they use evil geniuses and robots. Not the good guys. They have heart. All right, so that's a whole box. And you walk away with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hollows. 8 hollows. That's about 1 every 4 packs, isn't it? No, that's about 1 every 3 packs. My bad. Zartan. Do these come in different rarities? My next thought. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, they don't appear to come in different rarities unless these dots up here mean anything. Baroness, yes, please. Dr. Mindbender. See, the bad guys are evil geniuses. He's definitely a bad guy. Blowtorch, Duke, Agent Faces, Infiltrator. Is he a bad guy? I think he looks like a bad guy. Zartan, Gung Ho. There you have it. Wow, really fun. That was cool, man. Again, we have these packs for sale for $15. They're from 2004. They're very old. If you enjoyed G.I. Joe when you were younger, you might be interested in opening some of these. I had some G.I. Joes as a kid. Not too many, but we had some. We'd line them all up. They'd go to war with each other. That's what you did with them. Because you didn't have video games yet. That's why. So what were you going to do, you know? This was your video game. Okay. Mr. Brett. Baroness, last sold price is $60. Oh, nice. Now, that last sold price is probably just a raw card, though, too, right? That's not the actual graded value. I bet if that card grades 10, it is worth more than 60. All right. If they're foreign, they're bad. Alice picked that up right away. Here's this. Ta-da! They had a lot of that in James Bond, too, by the way. The bad guy was always like Asian or Russian. Sometimes German. Very rare, though. A couple German henchmen bad guys. Lots of Russians. Actually, the Russians were more like toward the 70s and 80s. And even 90s. But the earliest bad guys were always Asian. Asian bad guys. There we go. Yeah, I never liked how movies always vilified Russians. I always thought that was a kind of an annoying stereotype, and yet Putin has set Russia back because they are definitely going to be vilified in the future too. Okay, Mr. Brett, because they're stirring up all the war right now. It's going to be the same old movies. Those Ruskies. Yeah, I always thought that was kind of annoying, like the stereotype. It's always the Russians. Blah. You know, sexy Russian spy woman. Blah. And now we're going to get more of that because, well, they're trying to take Ukraine. All right, let me have a sip. All right, you ready? Here's Ekans. Not Ekans. Radiant Heatran. La da da da. Here's Ho-Oh. German Ho-Oh. Slowpoke. And Nidoking. Cool. A lot of these movies were made during the middle of the end of the Cold War. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we were going through the Cold War, and maybe the movie would be very relevant to the Cold War. Absolutely. Knowing is half the battle. GI Joe. Okay, let's give away a spot here. Those Russians. People have said that Donald Trump's desire to build this Golden Dome thing is going to trigger a new arms race. Here it is. Onetic going on the free slab. Ta-da! I sent you a message in Discord. No problem, man. Let's see. Oh, I see. You've got a slab, a black beer slab. I might be interested in that. Because what we could do with that, we could do probably some sort of break or something like that. All right. So, some big orders tonight. Steven Gonzalez, box of Gem 2, Mr. Steven. All right, here it is. Ooh, Sleevion. Eee! This is Steven Gonzalez, everybody. Despite my terrible record, I sent for the Gyarados battle. Some people did that. Some people would keep playing the gym breaks. And last time we had a guy who went like super, super, super negative. It was kind of funny. And I don't know, you had like a really impressive scorecard as a result. Like it was impressive in a negative way. Yeah, I have the worst scorecard. Nobody's worse than me. Steven Gonzalez. All right. Picking up some gem Pokemon. Now this is a great set. I really like this stuff. Okay. Oops. Let's snip this. Okay. Let's snip this. All right. Very good. 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 Tossing this out of the way. Mr. Steven. What do we got for you, Steven? You got a little Sylveon Sparkle card. Ooh. Here's a little Sparkle Jolteon. Here's a little Sleeveon. Here's a little Sparkle Leafeon. Ooh, Sparkle. Yes, Sparkles are very pretty, by the way. I like the Sparkle ones. Here's Sparkle Flareon. Master Ball Eevee. Here's a little Sparkle Jolteon. Ah, a Stamped Glaceon. Nice. Okay, Stamped Glaceon popping up. Ooh. You ever open these, Sean Leon? These are $60 for a whole box. It's Gem 2. It actually just came out. The date came out. We opened like 2 full cases of it. It was crazy. So we're still selling it, though. We've still got it. All right, there's Leafeon. This stuff sells very well. Here's Eevee. Stamps too. Uh-oh. Yeah, the whole pack is gradable. That's what's crazy about these. The whole pack of these are gradable. Look, Pokeball, non-Pokeball, Special Holo Reverse, and then look at this one, Stamp. Nice. Really cool. Okay, try another pack. Ready? So, Pokeball. This is just a Reverse Holo with the Water Stamp. The Special Holo. And then here's an EVV. I'm sorry, a Sylveon V. All right. Hello. Here's Umbreon Master Ball. So that's a Master Ball. You can grade both of these, the Special Holo and the Master Ball. People will probably be interested in both. Okay. Pokeball, Psychic, Special Holo, Master Ball. Now that really stands out. Look at that Master Ball Jolteon. Very nice. And here's Master Ball Leafeon. This Leafeon has a little bit of a serrated edge from the crimping. Oops. I've not opened these. Thank you for the info. Sure, they're called Gem 2. They're on the menu right now. They are $4 a pack, $60 for a box. Oh. There you go. All right, that's for our friend Steven Gonzalez. Thank you, Mr. Steven. So, we'll grab one of these. They have some chase cards in here, an exclusive. They've got these ARs that are exclusive to this set. It's really good looking. There we go. Ooh, that was Steven Gonzalez. Good. How about some new slabs up on the table? I'm supposed to do that too. What do we got? That is Pokemon Green Venusaur, King of something. What's cool about this Venusaur is the back of the card is also Venusaur because it's the leaf green deck. So he's especially nice, but he graded 9. But you can go regrade him if you'd like. I don't trust PSA's grading always. Let's go ahead and give him a number. Well, I think he's nicer than usual. Let me go look up maybe like a PSA 9 Venusaur poker card. Is there one on eBay? PSA 9 Venusaur poker. Yeah, it looks like the cheapest one is maybe about $88. All right. That's fine. We'll make ours 85. Ours is actually quite rare. It's more rare than the standard ones. Yeah, this is actually a lot more rare. We'll settle on 90. There it is. New card up on the table. That's nice, isn't it? I wonder if they did better pull rates on this set to make up for how bad Prismatic was. Look at this Venonat. This is from the vending series. I peeled this myself off of a vendor series sheet. So that's how you get these. They're glossy. They're glossy as hell, dude. And they're so easy to mess up, and they're so hard to grade 10. So we're very lucky with this. And they're very underappreciated cards, and it's probably not even going to go for that much. Let's see. Because it's Venonat. Gonna be like $60 Venonat. Might be 100 though. Let's see. It is vending series. Vending Veno Nat. In fact, he is. Well, hold on. Let me sort this. Well, actually, you know what? Ours is the. If you think about what we have right here in front of you, we have a PSA 10 of the new certification number. I need to highlight that when I price these. All right, so let's try this again. All right. So, like, there is one for sale, and it's $64, but it's the older cert. These are all older certs. There one that has a certification like mine. Yeah, so one that has a certification like mine. Listed by PSA $100. I'm gonna stick with that actually. He's a vintage 10 with the new cert. That's how I feel about it. There it is. I saw that, Jonathan. Jonathan's trying to sneak in another box. All right, cool. Let's go over here. We have an Andrew A. Martin Gyarados Gym Battle. You got it, Andrew A. Martin. Heck yeah, dude. Setting that there. Wow, what a crazy night, man. Mr. Brett made tonight really crazy. He was buying up those fossil spots, man. Okay. Lovely. And now we have an order from Jose Arredondo, who also wants to be in that gym break. Jose Arredondo. You got it, man. Wait a second. Yeah. James Gower. Here we are. Ooh. You guys can have a custom scorecard made for $5 these days. Wait, where did this go? Oh, this isn't the card. This is. I'm just being silly. Andrew Martin and Jose Arredondo. Good luck, guys. Looks like you've both been pretty beat up before. Which deck do we use next? I don't actually remember. Let's use this one. Now remember, the D2 deck is a deck you can actually donate Pokemon cards to build it up, to make it more fun. You don't have to donate anything valuable. You can donate, you know, holographic cards. Those aren't very expensive. Just up to you guys if you want to build that deck up, because you get to watch it when we do these gym breaks. There you go. What the hell? There's some funny spam in the chat. We are. Cody High just says, hey. Okay, I stopped. Sorry. Okay, you ready? Here goes. Andrew A. Martin's first card. Ninetales. Okay, and how about you, Mr. Arredondo? Mewtwo. Well, that was pretty easy. First round goes to Andrew Martin. Second round. Okay. Second round. Muck. He's pretty stinky. And Magnemite. Well, that was really easy. Andrew Martin steals the round like he's not even trying. Both the spots went to Andrew Martin. Jose Arredondo. I'm sorry, bro. Let's see. However, it's not completely over for you, Mr. Jose Arredondo. You will now be placed over here. Do you know what this is? This is a star card, but it's divided by 4 people. Wow. So if it gets pulled, there's another break that's hosted for those 4 people to see who actually pulls it. Okay, Mr. Arredondo. Okay. And Mr. Martin gets a new pair of shoes. Let's see. Which one of these should come next? Maybe the psychic one? I'm terrible at this. Set this here. All right. Very nice. What booster box would you recommend for making profit, says Mr. William. Hey, William. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. William. You are? All right. My feet hurt. Where are the mods at? Okay, put this in here. Good. That's the end of the Gyarados break. It went to Andrew Martin, right? Let me make sure I spell his name right. Andrew A. Martin. There we go. I've been watching your videos for 2 years. What? Really? That's a long time. High value mailbox. How much is Steam Siege now? Oh, here's another break. So this is also a gym break. $34, you get 3 slabs. Here's Sandslash. Here's Sauron the Necromancer. Oddish 9 for $24. I'm trying to start collecting Pokemon. I don't know which booster boxes are good and good for profit. Well, I don't think that the new Destined Rivals box is that bad. I think it's pretty cool. Ah, my eyes so itchy. Kind of like the last hurrah for Scarlet Violet. Okay, here's Jose Arredondo. Payment for Slab Away. You got it, man. Slab Away time. Oops. Wait a second. I didn't want to grab that. I want to grab this. Slab Away. Under the J's. And you sent what? 100? Yes, he sent 100. So Jose Arredondo, this goes down to 260. Opening sealed product isn't a way to get profit. Gambling. No, that's not true. I mean, some people really do open a box and do make more than they spent on the box. That's actually how it works for some people. It's just that for plenty of other people, they lose money when they open the box. So, for example, like Six, you opened a couple packs and pulled that Umbreon. That was pretty good. That was actually a gain. Just a matter of luck. In the long run, you could argue maybe it's better to just buy singles or like to buy slabs. I like to buy slabs. Nectaria Combo says, give me in that fossil sublist. Oh, yeah, this is going off fast. Okay. Which booster box is good for profit? Pokemon? I'd have to say probably Steam Siege. Sean Leon says, get me into the jumbo pack break. You got it, Mr. Sean Leon. So here it is. We just invented the jumbo pack break like a week or two ago. So this is pretty new, and people are loving it. It's gone off many times. So we're going to write your name down on a card like this. Sean Leon. So, Sean, you can see it's a $40 buy-in. There's 4 spots. Those are your odds, 1 in 4. Now, if you miss, you're going to get a common Pokemon card and nothing else. Just a common Pokemon card. And, yes, I think you're familiar with breaks, aren't you? I think we were doing breaks back then. And then whoever pulls the chase card gets to trade the chase card for all these. So it's very exciting that way. Imagine we get a fossil break on Sunday. Miss 6, 3 Destined Rivals, no hollows. Ooh, sharing the hollows. I like that. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Hiccups. Snipping that. Maybe next weekend, long as the word gets to spread around. Could be next weekend, yeah. Could be next weekend. Could be this weekend. Probably very soon. All right. Sneasel, Gorobus. Here's Primate, the Zapdos. Dolliv, Drowsy, Metagross. It's Metagross. There we go. All right. Miss 6. Very nice. Lovely Metagross. Popping him in here. Steven's Metagross. Womp womp. What? You can't womp womp Metagross. He's on fleek. I don't think 6 knows what being on fleek means. Oops. Here's Sean Leon. 1 Glory of Team Rocket and 3 Destined Rivals. 1 Glory of Team Rocket. And 1, 2. And 1 more. Mister, you should make a short about the fossil box. That's what I might be doing. Okay. Very nice. I'm not hip with the kids. What? What happened to you, 6? You used to be cool. Now you're all corporate. Now you're a square. Let's see. Ta-da! What do you think, 6? Did peer pressure work on you when you were younger? Were you one of those peer pressure types where it's like people would be like, yeah, be cool with us? Was anyone in here admittedly easily led by peer pressure when you were younger? Who was a peer pressure kid where it's like they could get you to do things because they were like, we'd like you better if you did it. You'd be cool. 6 says she definitely was. What? 6? Here's, what do we got here? Ogre Pond. This is for Sean Leon. Here's your Japanese pack. It's a cold pack. Here's Probopass. Yep, me. I've never smoked or drank. What? Come on, get over here, 6. We're going to smoke and drink. First, we're going to do a little smoking, and then we're going to do a little drinking. But don't tell Mom and Dad. I was a sleepy kid. All right. Sean Leon. Ta-da! You always get a spot in the big box breaks, but not this time? Yeah, Alex, you always get a spot in the big box breaks, but not this time, question mark? Okay, let's see. Next up, we have Jonathan Morris. 1 whole box of Destined Rivals. I'll be right back. Gotta get some more Destined Rivals. All right, here we are. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! Mario Kart is insane. Super Mario Kart is so good. What? He's lying to us. Okay, so this is the box with the Mewtwo in it, hopefully. Ooh. Scoobity-boop, boobity-dooby-doo, Scooby-Doo. Oh, my eyes itching like crazy right now. Oh, God, dude. Ready? Oh. Scooby-Doo, boobity-dooby-doo, dooby-doo. Oops. All right, throwing this away. Ta-da! Destin Wyvils. I just want some Destin Wyvils, man. Why can't I get some Destin Wyvils? Okay. How much dedicated wham do we need? Snip that. Snipping this. It's been raining cats and dogs out here in Lake of the Ozarks. Raining so much. There's boats out everywhere, too. They're all over the place, man. It is summertime. We're the only ones not enjoying boats and sea-doos. We live in a place where you're supposed to have fun on a boat and a sea-doo. You almost get like this feeling like you're really missing out. Like, dang it. What am I doing over here? But no more money on boats, no more money on sea-doos. We're selling all our boats. We got 2 boats. They're both pretty lame. Are you going to have Journey together instead, and you're going to like it? You're going to have Journey together instead, and you're going to like it. Ready? Here goes. Electivire. Oh, off to a good start. He's my favorite. Fomantis. Fomantis. We got Limpadimp. Team Rocket's Wheezing. He's pretty nice. Okay. All right. We've got Slugma Balls. Get a fan boat. You can't tell me what to do. All right, here's Metatite Rabska. Unless you have a friend to have fun with on the boat, they're not worth it. Actually, that's a really excellent point. Karis and I would get on the boat together, and we'd take it out in the water, and we'd be like, what are we doing? It's kind of like just driving a car, to be honest. You ever driven a car on the road? That's what it's like driving a boat around. Now, there are some differences. You get the waves. It goes way slower than a car. Boats do not go fast unless you buy like $1 million boat. So you max out at like 40 miles an hour. So you're going 40 miles an hour. You're getting rocked by the waves, and then you just kind of go from point A to point B. You really do. You just kind of drive from point A to point B, and then you're like, all right, I drove from point A to point B. Now what? Well, now you drive back. That's it. That's boating. And it's cool for like a weekend. And then you're like, I wouldn't do this every day. Why would anyone do this every day? Rotom. The Invisible Boatmobile. I will say this though, Sea-Doos are a whole nother story. Those are very fun. Sea-Doos. It's like riding an electric water horse. Oh, there you go. Misty Psyduck. Very nice. All right. Lovely. Misty Psyduck. Here's Gorbis. You need to go fishing, catch, and cook. You go swimming in the middle of the lake. Yes, we've gone swimming in our lake many, many times. We're kind of tired of it, to be honest. So the water has so much algae in it that when you climb out, like if whatever clothing you might have been wearing, a totally different color now. It's like a green color. But the water gets really warm in the summer, and it's very nice to go swimming in on July 4th and sort of watch the fireworks go off, you know. And so if you have a nice setup to go swimming in the lake and you have a lot of neighbors shooting off fireworks, it can be really nice. Here it is. Pokemon Go sucks, right? What? Why would you say that, William? That's my favorite. So you've got Judge. Psyduck's good. Weezing's not bad. And Electivire. That's the first half of the box. How about Prismatic, William? Although pull rates are terrible. Ready? Nothing makes you a bigger profit than Pokemon Poker. Mewtwo in Times Square, you must be kidding. Hey! Nobody talks nasty about my Mewtwo in Times Square. That's my favorite card. Is the Super Premium Collection good? No, I'd say stick probably to like Rebel Clash. Big fan of Rebel Clash. Big money. And after that, Steam Siege. Yeah, I'd say Steam Siege is where it's at, bro. Yeah. Was Pokemon Go popular when it was released? I stopped collecting around that time. Yeah, it was really popular. There was Radiant Charizard. It was very cool. And I sold tons and tons and tons of that product. There was one problem with Pokemon Go, though. It was too small of a set. You were done with it quite quickly. And they printed a lot of it, but you could just finish that set really rapidly. Here it is. However, despite that, my Pokemon Go ETBs have all doubled in price over time, so wasn't a problem. There we go. I'd say base set first edition is pretty smart investment. Yeah, I would probably go buy some base set first edition. I got some of that, you know. I got 2 packs of that. They're both graded packs. I own 2 boxes of the base set unlimited. Wonder what those are going for these days. Right, let's buy an empty vintage Pokebox and put some Nintendo game packs in there. Oh, that reminds me. I got to sell my graded Pokemon games. Rellor, Ho-Oh. Ooh. Houndour. Terra Festival EX or Prismatic, guys. I'm going to have to say Prismatic. Because I like that it pulls the Umbreon a lot. Roserade. Oh, we got the Raticate. All right, Raticate. Tossing this over here. If you want to make the most profit, what you really want to get into is Disney Lorcana. Now that is big bucks. We're talking the big bucks, man. Big money, like big leagues money. You'll be rich. Everyone will talk about how rich you are. Whoa. Here's Persian. All right, you picked up Persian and Raticate in this side of the box. Still time for another AR, maybe. Sneasel. It's Sneasel. Sneasel the Diesel. Hydrapple. Mewtwo. Look at that Mewtwo. Everyone wants enchanted Vards. This guy said everyone wants enchanted Vards. Are you crazy? How annoying was that? Was that perfectly annoying? Chat, can we clip that? Everyone knows that My Little Pony is where it's at. Yes, that's right. All right, Jonathan Morris. Thank you so much, Mr. Jonathan Morris. Well, you got a lot of hollows here. Let's grab this bag. Pop some of these in here. Hello Kitty is pretty manly, too. Oh, yeah. Hello Kitty After Hours is pretty manly. I'll fit a few more in. Real money is Metazoo. Nothing makes me more money than Metazoo. How did you know that? You must be reading my blog. Okay, Mr. Jonathan. Ta-da! Very nice. Fold those over. Wow, big orders from Jonathan Morse tonight. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I really appreciate it, man. No Mewtwo, though. Those were some pretty good boxes if you were paying attention to the centering. So that if you had pulled a Mewtwo, that'd have been really nice. Here's Sabrina's. Here's Rhydondee's. The Mega Break, $40, but I think people are going to be way more interested in other breaks right now because there's some Fossil Sublist break going on right now that people want. This Slowpoke, nice, and Greninja. How much are your slab stands? Do you know yet? I do not know yet. Here they are. All right. Like this. All right. Let me go see if I can figure it out, though. Whew. All right. Give me a second. Very nice. Let me respond to this one. All right, and let's see. All right. Now I am jumping into how do I find out how much I paid for these? Shoot, man, I don't remember how to look this up. Oh, here it is, under orders. Let's see. I'm sorry, this is taking a second. So I'm pretty close. Let me look at the details here. It's actually really hard to find out how much I paid for these. Let me go back over here. I would like to price them, so I have to look this up somehow. I think if I scroll back up here, I might be able to find it. We have like these really long conversations about potentially making like different kinds of stands. And okay, so hold on. So here they are. So when does she quote me a price? Is this it? Oh, I think I found it. Is this it? All right. It's complex because it's not just the unit price, but like the shipping price too. So I have a feeling that the stands are going to be about $3 or $4. They're nice stands. They might be $3. I can't figure out how much I paid for the shipping on them. All right. $1. Hey! That's racist! Let me click on this. I think they're going to be about $3 a piece. David Morris, 1 Trump pack. You got it. Trump! Here they are. Okay. You know what I could do with these? I could just automatically include them anytime you buy a slab. But then again, if I don't include them, it's cheaper per sale. So maybe that's not a great idea. But you can see they're larger and they're heftier than other stands. Some stands are really cheap. Like, for example, let me show you a stand I use. So I use these quite frequently. So that's just a junky piece of plastic. And this is much more substantial. There it is. I don't know how much those other things cost to make, but put this back. Those ones here, these are custom made just for me, for my slab displays that I've been making. Okay, there we go. All right, check Discord, please. Okay, checking Discord. Oh, nice, you got some coins, huh? Let's see. Want to change an ounce coin of platinum for something. So you're asking for like a trade, maybe. Okay, let me mark that unread. Sorry about that. I'll have to think that one over, but I'm open-minded. We are. All right, here we go. Popping this up here. Okay, David Moraes. Definitely open-minded. What we got? Okay. We've got, tossing this, Playboy. I just got an email. Playboy. Donald Trump. No, wait. No Donald Trump. All right. Look, she doesn't get that green goop on her face. I wonder why the Donald Trump card had that last time. Very nice, very nice. Destined Rivals or Prismatic? Well, I would say, rather than Destined Rivals or Prismatic, what I would say is probably Temporal Forces. I feel like Temporal Forces is where it's at, bro. Oh, look at this. We had some Danny St. Amour packs here, but we didn't ship. Wow, that guy really had a lot of stuff, didn't he? Darn, I already sent his stuff out. Okay, that's too bad. Found even more Danny St. Amour stuff. It's crazy. Pop this over here. You know, a part of me felt like he did have more. Hopefully his stuff makes it to him nice and easy. Okay, that's done. And we're going to close this up. Whew, I'm not going to lie, man. My brain is tired, man. We worked so hard today. My brain is tired. Our total stream time is now over 6 hours. Yeah, I'm tired as heck. But can't make profit. Can't make profit? You're not allowed to make profit on Pokemon cards? What are you, some kind of evil capitalist? This guy's crazy, bro. Let's grab a new slab to break. We like breaking slabs. That's pretty nice. Do you like Inglix or Japens? I'm more of a Japens guy. I like Japens. Big Japens guy here. So this is going to say 25th. Zapdos. Okay, 25th Zapdos. It's not terribly expensive, but he could be a break. So let's see. Yep, he's about to be turned into a break. I'm playing a game. Ignore my spelling. We are. Very nice. What game are you playing? Are you playing a fun one? All right. So this is the next break. Gym break. Lily Clefairy's like 200 raw. All right, new Zapdos gym break for those of you working on your gym breaks. And the booster box costs like $70. My friend D's say he can hook you up with some cheap Ancient Origins. You just gotta meet him at his location out back. No! You're funny, man. All right, look at this. Ooh, we got Ancient Origins. We got Fates Collide. We got Nikke. Oh, yeah, Nikke is one of the sets we recently added to our stream, by the way. So a box of Nikke for 60 bucks, a box of One Piece for 70 something, 72 or maybe. Here's Destined Rivals, and here's Gem 2. We got 4 new sets on the menu, don't we? Metazoo first edition Kickstarter actually came back to the menu the other day. Did you guys catch that? $45 a pack on that Metazoo. And look at these, huh? So these prices might even be out of date now. Have you guys been watching Ancient Origins XY? It's actually really crazy. Someone wants Mr. Outback. Hold on, let me do this. All right, I'm responding to Mr. Zach here. There we go. Oh, right, and I was going to take a look at the Ancient Origins. Ancient Origins, a booster box. Ancient Origins, booster box. How are those doing now? Let's go with highest price, and then buy it now, and then we'll scroll down from there to find the cheapest one. So it looks like if you want, you can buy a Russian Ancient Origins box. Even that's gone up a lot. But it looks like the cheapest English Russian Origins box is this one right here. 4.2 thousand. Wow. That's really crazy, man. 4.2 thousand. Of course, if you try to buy that and you pay taxes, which most people pay taxes when they buy stuff, it feels more like 4.4 thousand. Wow. And so what does that look like per pack? Divided by 36. $122 a pack. Unbelievable, man. That's crazy. $122 a pack. Anything I'm missing from this group, you think? This is really cool. I mean, probably this. Russian Origins. If you ain't believe that pigs fly while swine flew. Here's... Grab this. Okay. All right. Oops. Okay. All right. Look at that. Beautiful cards here, huh? The Japanese packs are 6, the English are 9. The Japanese packs give you a higher chance for the actual Mewtwo, you know that? That's why it's exciting. If I buy a pack of Ancient Origins, could I keep it sealed? Well, I suppose you could, yeah, if you'd like to buy one of these, but those prices are out of date now, I suppose. So I would say the new price is actually about $120 on these. But look, I put a sticker on them. Wouldn't you want to... You'd probably want a pack with no sticker on it, which I don't know if I have one with no sticker. That's crazy. Last time we checked in, they were like 97. That's so crazy, dude. I remember when you could buy like a pack of Team Rocket Japanese for like 75 bucks back in the good old days. So I'm buying into the Fossil Break, and let's get it done. Yes, if you guys would like into the Fossil Sublist, it's actually only 6 spots away. Fossil Sublist is very close. That's that spot down there. And then it's Javier Arroyo and Zach Stex. Sorry. Yeah, it's real close. And Roberto Gill, which I believe I sent him an email. Did I send Roberto Gill an email? I think I did. Okay, Mr. Old Guy. I got one from you a while back for 27. That's crazy. Ancient Origins? Yeah. We sold them at that price for a long time, actually. Yeah, it's pretty crazy now. Hit refresh. We could do a break on one of those at this point. Ho, Mr. Zach. Finish my fossil pack. He did not disappoint. Let me jump over here. All right, slab away. Mr. Zach is done. Wow. So that makes it between Javier and Rigoberto and the Sublist. All right. Okay. Nice job, guys. I gave up one of my spots to Mr. Brett. I could make these last 2 spots for sale and just not be in this box break myself, but traditionally I'm usually in the box break. So it's this spot and this spot remain. Kind of makes sense that they're not done because look where they're at, 27 and 29. That was much further along, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, Zach's here. Nice, Zach. I know what Mr. Javier is talking to me about potentially is doing a trade for the remainder of that pack, so we might get that trade going. All right. All right. Let me look at something real fast under the Reclaim channel. All right. Can I put my Mega Sublist spot into the Fossil Sublist? That's allowed. What's your name? Puzzles are hard. Person whose name I tend to forget. You must be... You're not Kevin Vu, are you? Kevin, it looks like you have a $40 store credit, actually. So that should be very easy, in fact. There it is. Looks like I never put you in the Mega Sublist. All right. Call a Legend Sublist. There it is. Kevin Vu's crowded in there. Good. Okay, Kevin Vu, you're in. What else is fun out here? Anything else really fun? I got a box of this Frieren to sell, man. The Frieren sold out online. Sold through all of it. But I got a sealed box right behind me. I can see. Actually, I got like two sealed boxes behind me. Damn, dude. Yeah, the Frieren sold out on eBay like that. All gone. So fast. eBay is a pretty impressive thing. It just eats all your cards. So I could price cards up, or I could go to bed. Here's some cards. Check those out. Bulbasaur Pop 3, huh? Yeah, I'm tired as heck, dude. Let's see. Let me think about it. So I actually have to get shipping ready for Alexa still. Maybe I do just wrap up. What time is this? 4:52? We wrap up maybe 30 minutes early. I would have, though, by now there would be a separate app just for trading cards instead of eBay. eBay's king, man. eBay's at the top of the list. Let's go ahead and give this card out to you guys. Thanks for being here, by the way. I really appreciate you guys being here. Alexio Alvarez. And Bo. Bo? Well, let's just see who gets this then. Landing on 5. That's Alexio Alvarez. How nice. Oops. Ooh. Do I have a bug on me? I felt exactly like I had a bug on me. What the hell? All right. My skin's crawling. All right, good. Ta-da. Wow, that's another slab handed out. I think we wrap up here, guys. We had a great stream. Lots to talk about for the next stream for Friday. Friday daytime stream. I might as well take this last 30 minutes to myself and relax. I'm pretty freaking tired, man. Yeah, I had like a mega migraine today. And even though you recover from it, you don't feel quite right afterwards. So we had a really fantastic stream. This stream was brought to you definitely by Mr. Brett Love. And but also Jonathan Morris went super, super deep. And so did all you guys. There was a lot of people buying stuff and going deep. So pretty successful Thursday stream, I'd say. In total, we streamed a little over 6 hours, like 6.5 hours almost. Yeah, it's just shy of 6.5 hours. And we'll be back on for Friday for sure. Hopefully a nice busy Friday as well. We'll see what happens. Friday might be the end of the fossil break. And so we'll be setting up, if it is over, we'll be setting up for a box break on Sunday. I think probably Sunday, probably like 10 p.m. Sunday. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. Thank you so much. Have a nice night. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button. See you later, everyone.